On a Friday morning. It's a GFL Friday. Appreciate you. Get you in the weekend. Boy, we've had a lot of football weekends, and this one is just going to be football fantastic, man. And we've talked a lot about the college football playoff. Obviously, it's here. Boom. Get a game tonight. Get 3 tomorrow. Oh, tight little triple header of college ball with sudden death on the line. We haven't really touched on just the number of great games in the NFL this week. Impactful, important games on a variety of fronts. Really, it started last night. Chargers playoff hopes boosted for sure. They beat the Broncos last night. That was a good game. Man, Denver scored the first 3 times they had the ball. They jumped out to a nice lead, and San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles bounced back, ended up winning 34-27. Had a very odd, unique play in that game. More on that in a football fix coming up a little bit later. But Chargers over the Broncos last night. Jim Harbaugh's a good coach, man. He stepped in year one, and the Chargers have had talent. It just speaks to the time that they wasted with the previous regime. They just wasted time. That guy was a dodo, man. Go for it. And crazy situations. Analytics helped do him in. And the Chargers have bounced back still with some defensive talent for sure. But, down J.K. Dobbins. Gus Edwards had a good game last night. But it was just impressive from the standpoint, like I said, Denver was up 21-10. And the unique play off a fair catch of a punt that led to a free kick field goal, quote unquote, came right at the end of the half, gave a little juice to the Chargers going into the second. They ended up winning by touchdown. But, as I was going to say, tomorrow we got a doubleheader. Seems misplaced. We should have had this great NFL doubleheader last week when there was no college football on the schedule. We got this huge, triple header in college ball tomorrow. And meanwhile, over on the NFL side, 2 really good, important games tomorrow. Texans at the Chiefs. We learned Mahomes is going to play. And then 4:30 tomorrow, don't get much bigger, and Steelers at Ravens with first place in the North on the line. And the Steelers are the one team that's had Lamar's number in the regular season. There's only a couple, 3 entities that Lamar's really had trouble with. He's had trouble with the Chiefs. He's had trouble with the playoffs. He's had trouble with the Steelers. But Ravens, Steelers, what a big game that is. Eagles and Commanders in Washington. All these games obviously magnified because we're, to the home stretch, only 3 games left. I'll leave Jags Raiders off the hot list of games this weekend. In fact, if we worked from the bottom up, I guess we would be right there at the low end of the power rankings. 3-11 at 2-12. The Raiders, as we dropped in on you yesterday, the Raiders are one of the few teams, in fact, that the Jaguars have a winning record against in team history. Hopefully Brenton Strange plays. No new news on that other than what we heard yesterday. We will continue to look for some, development from some younger offensive players, and going to let you hear from the coordinators. We'll do that coming up next segment. Also going to talk to Captain Kev next segment. It gives me a little extra juice. Good morning, ET. How are we doing?
Ça passe.
It gives me a T-shirt printed yet? No? Okay, still in the rumination phases. It gives a little extra juice to me when we bring on Kev and there's like some dynamic shift that's about to occur. And it's been so nice and warm in these last few days. Cold front going to blow in for the next couple. So I guess if you are getting out on the water, bundle up. At least tomorrow. All right, this is the headline that is way behind what we've told you really since the injury occurred, and that is now this narrative around Georgia in the quarterback position and Carson Beck. He's not going to play. He's not going to play again this year, whether he goes into the draft or whether he returns to Georgia, whether he continues a college career somewhere else. Whatever the options are, we do have the quarterback whisperer today. And listen, there certainly is going to be some there's going to be some privacy in play here, right? But we'll can get the gist, at least the best public info that we can get, intel that we can get on Carson Beck. And again, we talked to Doc yesterday, the injury that Beck, suffered I mean, really, by where he's at, what's happened to this point, looking at it happen, one of two things happen that UCL, really more well-known for pitchers in baseball, it either ruptured or it pulled from the bone. And either one of those is, a timeline that is much further out than the playoffs that are coming up. And so, have we really talked about it? I mean, I'm sure they are in the middle of dog country, but we're really talking about the incredible impact this has on what is one of the college football favorites. You lose the quarterback who, has led you the last 2 years. Last season, unbeaten until Alabama got him in the title game. This year, through a brutal schedule, still emerged SEC champions, 11-2, a first-round bye. But I guess it'll be sophomore Gunnar Stockton, who was forced to play against Texas, did enough for the Dogs to still hang on and win the football game, but certainly as a passer, not near as proficient, as Beck. But I will say this, as a runner, he's got a little bit more there, and give Kirby 2 weeks to prepare and make some changes to the dynamics of the offense. If they get Trevor Etienne healthy, which he was getting healthier and played against Texas. The freshman has been, Frazier's been terrific, the freshman running back. So here's what I would expect Georgia to do. They lose their quarterback and the more pass-oriented offense. They'll switch it up and run the ball. Try and beat you with trench warfare, man. So anyway, a first-round bye. They won't play again until next weekend. They'll get the winner of Notre Dame and Indiana. Notre Dame and Indiana kick off the college football playoff tonight. So, man, this is like a little early Christmas present for a Gator fan, huh? Give us a 3:30 kick on a Friday. Easy to sneak out of work by 3:30 on a Friday in Jacksonville, FLA. I'll tell you that right now. We're like a Friday. Friday's half day here in Jacksonville. Fry means half in Jacksonville. It's half day. Well, if you're so lucky. But the Gators play at 3:30, and that'll carry you right up into just enough time to grab a quick bite to eat in the college football playoff. Starts tonight in South Bend. I wonder if weather's an issue. You know how I love a snow game.
Yes, sir.
So I wonder if maybe the weather will be playoff. I have to give that a check here at some point this morning with the playoff underway. And then, again, tomorrow you got SMU, Penn State. You've got Ohio State, Tennessee. That, to me, sets up as the most interesting game of the day. And then what? Texas plays Clemson. Yeah, there you go. Those are the matchups. That's a good one, too. A lot of orange there, Texas and Clemson. So we'll see. Clemson's got a chip on their shoulder for sure. The ACC has been completely, I wouldn't say completely dismissed. They put two of the teams into the playoff, but I don't think anyone gives the ACC really much of a chance. Just look at where the teams are seated. The conference champion is 12. The team they beat is 11. Make it make sense. But more college football talk, and again, the quarterback whisperer is coming your way today. Man, we'll get more focused on the NBA when the football seasons run their course, both NFL and college. But man, they're sometimes those dudes come along and they live up to what it is they were supposed to be. It's hard to do. And there's still a lot of road here to be traveled. But man, we started hearing about this Victor Wembanyama when he was 11, 12 years old?
He was a young, spry grasshopper.
Man, we started hearing about this dude as a young Frenchman, certainly when he was a teenager. What is he, 7'4"? He has really, you could argue, skills of a guard. He's still growing into his body. Let me get an age check here. This is going to be gross. Let's see. Old Victor, he's 20. Yeah, 7'3", 235, continuing to grow into his body. Just his second year in the league. And I don't think we've still really recognized D. Now, the Spurs haven't been real good. And probably it's going to be the tail end of this second year. E.T., your man Victor Wembanyama is averaging 24 and a half, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists a game, man. As a 20-year-old. He will turn 21 just after the new year. But nonetheless, Wemby went for 42 in an overtime win over my Atlanta Hawks last night. But it's not about the Hawks and a second straight loss. No. And it's not even about the Spurs and whatever their record is. It's about Wembanyama and his continued rise up the ranks of the best basketball player in the world. E.T., real soon, I know it'll be a sad day for you. I'm sure you'll wear the black Lakers uniform, purple trim, the day that LeBron announces his retirement, but it's coming sooner rather than later.
For sure.
Right, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, they're all within 5 years, non-factors in the NBA. And among this young group, and there's a ton of them, don't get me wrong, I can't help but think that at the end of the day, when we look like 12 years from now, the dude who's collected rings and MVPs is going to be this guy.
Yeah, I got to agree with you.
Wembanyama, last night, overworldly, first NBA player in history to hit 7 3-pointers and also reach 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks in the same game. Again, now the analytics, they pour every box score into the AI, and in 5 seconds, it gives you an anomaly. So that's why we overwhelm you with these stats, because he's the first player in his second game to, in the first quarter, have at least 5 assists. You know, I mean, we can get pretty, but that's a pretty impressive stat line for sure. He's also the only, this century, since 2000, he joined Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns as the only players to rack up 60 points, 10 assists, and 10 blocks in a 2-game span. And he did it last night in dramatic fashion. He scored 8 of the Spurs' 13 in OT. He went 3 for 4, hit 2 3-point attempts. He's already got the 8th most 40-point games in franchise history. Again, he's been there 15 minutes. So, and I understand where the NBA ranks, especially this time of year. But more than an NBA story, this is an athlete story. And he's coming, man. He's already here. But the Spurs are going to come, and suddenly Wembanyama and the Spurs are going to be the ones that are on every Sunday afternoon at 5:30 and every Thursday night marquee game. And at least that's my bold prediction. Now, I've already, before you trust Dr. Hoops here, I already told you last postseason that Anthony Edwards was coming as the next Michael Jordan. So, I mean, this should be a good little battle then, huh? I mean, I'm just giving you the next, elite superstars Wembanyama, but I've also told you that Anthony Edwards got that Jordan vibe. We'll see. All right, let's do this. Come back, talk to Captain Kev. Also hear from our coordinators on what's been a very uncoordinated effort on both the offensive and defensive sides this year. Setting you up for a Friday, getting you into a football weekend. I will battle short timers disease today because next week I'll be on a boat, baby. And so you 6 o'clockers, I'll go ahead and wish you now a Merry Christmas with your families. Hope you get the time off you deserve, and that the Santa stuffs the stocking just right for you. But it'll be boats and ho-ho-hos for me next week. It's a GFL Friday, up and rolling. Captain Kev's next. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Stretch game day as far as you can with an extra quarter of Teal Talk. Join Hacker, Leon, and Coach Campo for the window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter. 2 hours after the final whistle on game day. Brought to you by Von Rowan Law and Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Lauren Brooks here. Why buy from Hodges Mazda at the Avenues? Because they strive to ensure a satisfying and comfortable car buying experience. And now they're giving back. Hodges Mazda wants to say thank you to all educators, first responders, and healthcare providers by offering a complimentary oil change and car wash during the Mazda A Season to Move You event. Call today or schedule online at HodgesMazda.com. Come experience for yourself the Hodges Mazda difference. Free oil change not to exceed $79.99. Excludes diesel vehicles. Expires December 31st, 2024. See dealer for complete details.
Football's heating up. The NBA is back. And on Hard Rock Bet, you can bet every sport. Even combine all your sports into one bet. One Florida bettor put $50 on a combo parlay and won more than $100,000. And they tacked on another $10,000 to that win with a daily profit boost. Promos every day for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Win your first bet or get up to $100 back in bonus bets. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. contact your local Waterboy team. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the Waterboy at waterboyjack.com.
I've been telling you about the premium luxury storage that's coming in Atlantic Beach. Spots are open now for purchase. Need to get in on this. What are the reasons for purchasing a unit here at the shed? Well, there are plenty of them. Who's it for? Well, if you're running out of room at home for your cars, toys, extras, it's a place where you can store and work on projects. You got large RV, fifth wheels. You want premier indoor storage for your investment. Maybe you don't live locally, have a place to keep your Florida things. Maybe you're between houses, looking to move to Atlantic Beach, temporary, long-term storage in that manner. Maybe you got long-term projects going on. You want to leave parts out, do frame-up, restorations. Maybe it's a man cave hangout, watch games, have a golf simulator. Business owners, I mean, the uses are endless. Premium uses with premium storage for premium possessions to be valued and protected. Go to theshed.com and schedule your appointment today or call 555-3195. It's theshedjacks.com. That's theshedjacks.com.
Pre-Game Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes & Cohen.
I'm Hacker, and I'll get you more Gator chomps during the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Hayes Carline for Skylife Elite. Explore the exclusive benefits of aircraft ownership. Partner with Northeast Florida's Elite Air Charter to unlock new revenue opportunities by putting your aircraft on charter, reducing your operating costs while enjoying full service management and exclusive perks. Whether you're a current owner or considering ownership, Skylife Elite provides a seamless, personalized experience that lets your investment soar. Call Skylife Elite at 904-403-2878 to discover more about this rewarding opportunity.
There's still time to grab a mouth-watering holiday roast at Southern Steer Butcher in Ortega. Come for the roast and leave a hero with last-minute gift cards for the whole fam.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Why is the Dead Sea so named? The answer next.
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The Dead Sea is 9 times saltier than any other sea, which means no living creature can actually live there.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Hey folks, Captain Kevin Favor here with a question. What would you put in your dream backyard paradise? A cozy fire pit? A top-notch outdoor kitchen? A luxurious fireplace? Or a stylish pergola? If you can dream it, CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can build it. They're your one-stop shop for everything you need, from designing and building your dream outdoor kitchen to crafting the perfect fireplace. CSS is ready to turn your outdoor space into a breathtaking retreat. CSS has delivered high-quality, long-lasting dream projects to their customers since 2008. But now, it's time for them to build your dream. Call CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living today, 904-389-2700, or visit CSSOutdoor.com to see their impressive work. Don't miss out. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living, 904-389-2700.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Garber Auto Mall phone line. Hello. We can wiggle it. Now, Captain Kevin Favors Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
I'd like to hang up the Gone Fishing sign like right now and just walk out to the truck guy. Although I heard our truck guy status is calling into question. It hurts a little bit. I don't want to revisit. Let's bring in Kev on the Wiggle Wiggle. How we doing, Kev?
We're good.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful week. My gosh.
About to change.
Have you played any golf? this
You
week?
know what? I haven't, man.
My God.
Listen, here's the thing. Back when my reputation was that I played golf all the time, and I was true, and I acted like it didn't. And now my reputation is that I golf all the time, and I don't play at all, and it's true. So there you have it.
Okay. No, I was just because being on the water a couple of days this week.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Magnificent, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. There's been and fortunately and unfortunately, I mean, I'm glad I took advantage of it. But the weather's getting ready to turn crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they're calling for 15 to 20 out of the due north on Saturday and Sunday.
Are we shutting down basically Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
nowhere inshore.
You can fish the ditch. I mean, you're going to have to. You're going to be cold, and you're going to have to tuck into a creek somewhere.
There's too many good days.
There are. There's too many good days.
So what were you slaying this week before? What happened? What do we got out there? What are people eating today? What are they eating this weekend, Kev?
Interesting question. I shouldn't say that. I cleaned a lot of fish, but I had to work my butt off to find them, and I had a terrible tide, Jeff. You had like an 11:30 high tide, so you leave at 8.
Yeah.
And you're fishing a high incoming tide, and it was too windy. Even though there wasn't much wind, but it was too rough, I should say, to fish the jetties, so you couldn't get out and fish for the sheep's head. Anyway, so you're fishing docks and bridges and things like that. And I scrapped out, I cleaned 10, 12 fish each day, but it was like mangrove snapper, black drum, a trout, both species, weakfish, and specks and things like that. And it was like
it sounds like you fished that little pattern that I think I went on with you once.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking
absolutely.
about?
Yep. So you fish 5 or 6 spots and you don't get a bite. And you got to move. You got to go to the next spot. So and each day, one spot was good. So that's
matter of finding them.
Matter of finding them, and you're going to have much better tides next week during Christmas vacation. You're going to have early morning low tides, so you can go out, crack of dawn, and fish that outgoing tide early in the morning, and they'll be back home by 11 a.m. probably with a boatload of fish, because the fish are still there. The guys fishing Palm Valley and Jacksonville. I mean, I saw some and talked to Captain Kirk Waltz, and he had some amazing days again on sheep's head and black drum. So they haven't fish haven't gone anywhere. Nobody's going offshore for a while. I know that some of the guys, it was so weird, fished on Wednesday, and it was supposed to be 5 knots out of the southeast. And when I pulled up to the boat ramp, the flags were stiff, bro. I mean, it was blowing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what in the world? But in typical, when it's warm like that, there were some storms offshore, and they had a lot of wind in them. And I was thinking, man, those guys that tried to go wahoo fishing.
Not the day for it.
It wasn't. And by the way, I talked to Captain Ricky before last night, and he had some friends that tried it on Wednesday, and they said it was 4 to 6 with occasional 10.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, my God.
10's scary if you're out there.
10's scary, bro.
Right? 10's scary. Yeah, that ain't messing around. So
yeah.
All right. Well, and how did the big Christmas, extravaganza go?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, it was there was such a great crowd.
That's awesome.
The weather was so unbelievable, and just the stuff that we gave away, man. I mean, there were very few people who walked out of there without something, you know.
That's amazing.
And, it is amazing.
I got to move that thing to to Everbank one year and put about $30,000 in there.
I know.
I'm not even kidding.
CSS and all those guys they got like 6 people cooking.
It sounds like a great time. I mean, it really does.
Man.
Yeah,
it is
awesome to get out and people to mingle.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people you don't see but once a year.
There you go.
You know.
There you go.
So
unfortunately, I feel like that's about how often I see you.
I know, that's exactly right. It's about once or twice a year, but at least we get to talk all the time.
Yeah, well, that's a good deal for you, by the way. All right, have a great weekend. I'm off next week, Kev, so have a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
You have a Merry Christmas too, buddy. Yeah, we're not doing the forecast show next Thursday, so but Jeff and I and Kirk will all be there in the morning. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you and all your listeners.
All right, my brother. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy.
All right, there he goes. There's Captain Kev as he wiggles off the hotline here this morning. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. As I was kind of talking about the bracket and how it sets up, and the ACC sitting there at an 11 seed and a 12 seed, 11 SMU's got to play Penn State, and the 12, Clemson plays 5 Texas? That's how it works? Yeah, I'm not looking at it. But he says on a text on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, watch the ACC will be 2-0 come Monday with a, palming the forehand, the forehand on the forehead. You know what I'm saying? Palming the forehead. There we go. I'm trying to hit a tennis shot there. Emoji. And you know what? My answer is it wouldn't shock me. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't shock me. I mean, do I think the ACC will be 2-0 come Monday? Do I think SMU's going to go into Penn State and win? Do I think that Clemson's going to go down to Texas and win? No. And checks notes, no. I think the ACC will be 0-2 on Monday. But on the scale of shock value, it would not register very much. I don't know, Texas, man. We're going to go a little deeper on these matchups. We've skirted around, told what great they are, but just exactly what we're dealing with, what each team's resume really is. At this stage, and it's you have to, as a fan, unless you do what we do and you can afford devoting part of your workday into researching and looking at this stuff, it matters. We've dismissed way too much out of the conversation schedule strength and what it really implies about a program after a 12-game sample size, albeit too small. And there's always outliers. I mean, there's upsets every week. This isn't foolproof, but it's really hard to bounce off the number on the right side of the dash when you're talking about how good teams are. And it's just hard, after your years of a sports fan, to take a 9-3 team and say, yeah, it's without a doubt they're better than an 11-1 team. It's just a wall that just fans refuse to really break down, accept. And that's because the data is also subjective. The argument and can be certainly valid at times. The SEC gets credit for beating the SEC because we say all the SEC teams are good. It's just kind of a never-ending circle. And that is true to a degree, but you have to also include the way more overpowering evidence, and that's, guess what? The SEC wins it every year with a variety of different teams, 3 or 4 or 5 of them. So, yeah, their 10-2 is probably better than some other conferences 10-2. All due respect. Let's get the playoff even higher. And we'll see. This is ironically, by the way, this is your best chance, nation, to get them, right? We don't have an SEC powerhouse like the SEC has presented for the last 20 years. I mean, go back to, Tebow in Florida and then handing it off to Alabama and then sharing it with LSU and handing it to Georgia. It's been utter dominance by the conference. And it's not some homer stance to take that the SEC's games and teams and schedules are a lot harder than Indiana's. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's not a quibble for now. Just overall general view. And back to the point, maybe the ACC will be 2-0 on Monday. We'll find out. We'll find out what we think about these teams and their schedule strengths, and we'll dive more into that. Today's not a day about arguing. I didn't mean to get off tangent. I'm not arguing for Alabama or SEC or anything else. I'm talking about the overall concept of the one-loss record being de-emphasized and reweighted as to the context. And this is what I've always used as a comparison. I think it's a fair one. You can have two teams that are both 12-0. If one of them is Georgia and one of them is Memphis, it'd be like you telling me two guys just shot par. One did them from the back tees at TPC, and the other did it from the front tees at Julington Creek. Yeah, they both shot even par, but they did not get there the same way. And that's when you're talking about an undefeated team. The better argument, the better comparison, the better thought, better metaphor would be to, if you're trying to decide, is a 68 from the front tees at Julington Creek a better round of golf than a 70 from the back tees at TPC? Answer, no. Not nearly. All right, come back in here from the coordinators. I digress. Also a football fix. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's Greed for Life.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
The holidays are here, and so is your entire family.
Uh-oh, the toilet's not flushing.
And now the kitchen sink's clogged too?
There's water coming from the ceiling. It's raining in the living room.
Don't let this be your holiday disaster. Call Duck Duck Rooter today and get those plumbing issues fixed before family time turns into flood time. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Shania Twain.
Let's go, girls.
Live in Jacksonville. Shania Twain. One incredible show. Live at Daly's Place, July 29th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit ShaniaTwain.com.
Right out of this world.
While other books make promises, MyBookie delivers. ET here at MyBookie. And this holiday season, they're stacking the deck in your favor with 12 days of Christmas now through the 31st. A festive lineup of can't-miss opportunities for bettors to cash in. Risk-free Thursdays, Super Boosts, and free bets. Weekly casino giveaways with hundreds of winners and thousands of cash prizes. All it takes is a 50-cent spin on slots to enter. With the road to New Orleans, bowl games galore, and a Christmas Day Sports Fest featuring NFL action and an NBA doubleheader, this is your season to win. The 12 Days of Christmas event is live right now. Lock in today. Use my promo code 1010XL with your first deposit, and MyBookie will give you a little extra to start your holiday hot. MyBookie is offering a 50% deposit bonus for 1010XL listeners. Just sign up and use my promo code 1010XL. There's a reason MyBookie has been the go-to for serious bettors for 10 years. Whether it's UFC, NFL, college ball, or the casino, you can bet and win with confidence. Make your holiday season a jolly one with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Barley and Pie Brewing Company in Fleming Island is excited to announce an all-new happy hour, 7 days a week. You heard right. Every day from 3 until 6 p.m. and again from 9 until close. Barley and Pie has deals you can't resist. 2-for-1 clay lights, 2-for-1 house wines, and much more. Experience the all-new happy hour at Barley and Pie Brewing Company in Fleming Island.
Dan Hicken and Jack Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Hey folks, Dave Binion with Zero Res. I asked my wife what she wants for Christmas, and she said the same thing she does every year. She wants a clean home full of family and friends. That means the carpets, the tile and grout, the large oriental rug in our family room, and the huge sectional sofa that everyone loves to hang out on all need a good Zero Res cleaning. Give Zero Res a call and get your carpets cleaned for only $49 a room, and get your tile and grout cleaned for 25% off. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 4-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year and right now make over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost for the books and the course fees, about $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 15th.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are aiming to sell 1,000 vehicles this December. How? I've told my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. With thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, all priced to sell, we guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. This is the absolute last weekend. Visit Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag OC Press Taylor remarked on what he's seeing from quarterback Mac Jones.
He's getting more and more comfortable. We're all getting more and more comfortable with how we utilize him, how we utilize the personnel within his strength.
As the Jags prepare to take on the Raiders, defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen remarked on the challenge of playing rookie sensation tight end Brock Bowers.
Really talented player and all, and he's a good blocker too. Like he gets him and he'll turn the guy and they'll get some runs behind him.
Quarterback Mac Jones says the Jags need to build on some of the positive gains the offense has been making recently.
I think we've had some good results here in terms of moving the ball and like you said, having fun, guys making plays.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
College football's the best, man. College football fandom, pride. Nobody takes up for their team more than college football, dude, right? I tried to, I knew I went down the path. I tried to cut it off when I went there. Wasn't trying to start this argument. I'm not going to sit here and quibble with y'all, man. Opinions, we can all agree or disagree. So I get this text. SEC wins it every year. That's a joke. Who is the champs? Okay, buddy. I hear you. I'm sorry. I didn't know that everyone took everything literal. When a guy says something on sports talk, like, man, they win it every year, he means literally every year. He who does sports talk for a living every day doesn't remember that Michigan won it last year. No, okay, my bad. SEC's won 4 of the last 5. They won 8 of the last 12. They've won, they've won 6 of the last 9. Whatever window you want to take. Points the same in the last 20 years. They backed up this whatever opinion that the folks have had of them. So that's all I was saying. But yeah, so whenever we say all or every or in the course of these conversations, actually thinks, no, only the guy who texted wouldn't understand that part. Never mind. You all get that. And when I say all, I don't mean literally every single one of you. We got kind of a game within a game coming up Sunday at the Raiders. Let's drum up something here, shall we? The rookie receiving leader, the race to be the rookie receiving leader is a tight one right now. involving, 3 kids from the SEC. Just kidding. Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey, and our own Brian Thomas Jr. So McConkey played last night. More on the Chargers win in a football fix. He is now up to 960 yards on the season, but he's already played his game this week. Brian Thomas Jr. has a 956, so he's only 4 yards back. And Brock Bowers is 968. Those 3 rookies in receiving yards. Bowers is 8th in the league, 968. McConkey is 9th in the league, 960. Brian Thomas Jr. is 10th in the league, 956. Imagine this. This sad sack offense that can't get out of its own dadgum way, that has gone scoreless in the first quarter more than half the games this year, that before the explosion against the Jets was averaging 11 points per contest in its previous 4. This offense that failed to target their emerging weapon for long stretches of the season. With all of that going on, Brian Thomas Jr. is 3rd in receiving yards and 10th in the NFL in receiving yards. 8 touchdowns, by the way.
There was that little chunk in there where he wasn't probably 100% health-wise. He came off a little injury, and we were trying to manage him a little bit. And then from then on, it's just kind of it's taken off. And he's confident in what he's asked to do. He's confident in his role in the room. He's growing into just everything we've asked every single day. So it's kind of circumstances giving him the opportunity where if everybody stays healthy, I don't know that you see the explosion statistically that you would see, because that's kind of getting filtered throughout.
All right, well, just keep feeding them, man. Let's pump those numbers up these last 3 games. Thomas sitting at 64. McConkey has 69 for 960. Thomas 64 for 956. And Brock Bowers leads all rookies in catches with 90, all rookies in yards with 968. There's most would tell you he's going to be the first team all-pro tight end as a rookie. Brock Bowers has been everything as advertised. Man, is that kid delivered. And the late season injury and then Georgia out of the playoffs, they artificially deflated this guy. It's a joke that Kyle Pitts was the 3rd pick in the draft and Brock Bowers waited till the early teens. That's a joke. Brock Bowers has always been a better tight end than Kyle Pitts. I guess a lot of it just depends on the year that you're coming out, right? And how you fit that season. But as good as Kyle Pitts was in this one explosive year at Florida, he was never as good as Brock Bowers was at Georgia. So, man, as fate would have it, and some people will question the Raiders taking it. Well, what was Brock Bowers, the 13th pick maybe? Stand by. 13th pick by the Raiders. 13 he lasted till. Yeah, there's some do-overs, I bet you, when it comes to that. He has been terrific. And like Brian Thomas Jr., the one thing that McConkey has that the others haven't is a good team. McConkey's on a team with a good quarterback who played awesome last night and a coach who gets it. Thomas and Bowers have played through quarterback injuries and pitiful offenses, terrible playbooks, terrible game plans, awful play calling, terrible analytical decisions. I mean, it's hard to overcome the coaching malfeasance of the Raiders and Jaguars this year, and that's what I'll call it. I'll call it malfeasance. If you play 15 games and you still can't outsmart anyone, what gives? Now, listen, maybe we'll ride some momentum of that swing pass. This is what I don't want to see, okay? You ready? This is what I don't want to see. This is a sure sign that we are just the same sorry outfit we've ever been. If you come out this week and try and do the exact same thing that you started last week with, that worked, let's do that again. That is going to be the most elementary, vanilla, ridiculous strategy ever. You know what I'm talking about? Remember they came out last week and they started with just all those little swinging gate type plays, wide receiver screens, short little flares, and they were working. They were getting 6-7 yards a pop. I had no problem with it. But isn't it always like the simple plan when you come back like the next week and they do the same thing? Please don't do that. You know what I want to see? First play, I want to see you set everything up the same, run the wide receiver screen to Thomas, pump fake to him, let the guy bite for half a second, and one of those other 2 or 3 receivers, let's send him. See if we can hit that play. Just an idea.
I hear you drawing plays.
Yeah, I don't know if they're taking suggestions. I don't know. I'm disgusted though with really, and disgust is too hard a word. It's not personal. I've never lost confidence in a Cap more than I've lost confidence in Doug Peterson. I've never lost a level of professional appreciation for a guy or respect, whatever it is. This is just from a football standpoint. I am shocked by what has happened under his watch here in the last 3 years. I am shocked. I was fooled. I really was. And Doug Peterson may or may not be back and maybe can turn things around and make some, I don't know. It's not anything about the psychological side or what he says. And I know fans get mad with, words, and that's what happens when you lose. Everything's annoying. And I pointed this out right mid-season. Here's where you already lost the year. You're already just annoyed hearing them talk. It doesn't even matter what it is. That's just annoying. But there is no excuse to be the pitiful offense that we've been if you're better than other coaches. I mean, that's what I would say. You have a lot of this core in place here, man, for 3 years. It's the same guys. Same coordinator, same offensive line, the same running backs. You had the same quarterback. You've got him killed 3 or 4 times. It's the same system, and we're getting worse. If you're a good coach, that doesn't happen. If you're better than the guy you're coaching against, it doesn't happen. Period. And we've gone AWOL. The offense is a train wreck, and there's not near enough excuse for it to be as pitiful as it's been. Not near enough. Could have been overcoached to the point that these losses were wins, many of them. And I know the coaches can't make all the plays, and when you're as bad as the Jaguars have been, there are instances of note where the blame can be placed everywhere. You can't drop. Coaches aren't dropping touchdown passes. I get it. But it all falls ultimately at the end of the coach, and you've gone backwards. You've gotten worse, less efficient. Always drop balls. We had the stat of the drop balls 2 years ago. They won a playoff game. I mean, drop balls happen. What's happening here, out-schemed, out-coached, out-disciplined, out-toughed, out-hustled, out-everythinged every week. Oh, by the way, every gang is colloquial language. I know some Sundays we've won, so that must not happen. Fire the band. We got a football fix. A little salty. I'm going to head into Christmas a little salty. It's brought to you by All-State agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jewelton Creek Golf Club. The Chargers beat the Broncos last night, 34-27. Justin Herbert was terrific. 23 of 30, 284, a touchdown, a pick. Made plays in crunch time when it mattered. By the way, there was an incredible play in the game last night. It didn't get its due, man, but that catch that Josh Palmer made, I think it was on the 2-point conversion. It's either the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. I think it was the conversion. But so Herbert rifles it from like this between the 7 and 10 yard line, and the ball's deflected by a linebacker. But it doesn't make it flutter. It just kind of changes its course. And Palmer in the back of the end zone jumps up and catches, corrals it with one hand, and then gets control of it and gets his feet down. It's an amazing play. Herbert was great. We had a Gus Edwards sighting, 2 touchdowns. Chargers are 9-6. If you're a Dolphins fan, I know there's still some of you out there, or you're a Bengals fan, or you're a Colts fan, you're one of the 6-8 teams trying to make the playoffs. This was not the result you wanted. The Chargers were 8-6. The Broncos were 9-5. It would have been much better for the Chargers to fall back to 8-7. But with the Chargers now at 9-6 and the Broncos 9-6, it's going to take a lot of doing. And I went through those scenarios. It'll make my brain hurt if I go through them each and every day as they continue to unwind. My prediction is when we go into the final week of the season, the playoff field will be set. Between this week and next, there will be no more races left. Maybe the NFC West will be undecided. Maybe some division titles, but for the actual playoff field, I think by the end of next week, 13 of the 14 will be set, with maybe some shifting still to go. But last night, Chargers, big win for them. Fell behind, too. They had this unique play. I've seen this play attempted. I was surprised when I heard how, quote, rare it is, because I've seen it attempted. Although they say the last time it was even attempted, Harbaugh was coach of the Niners. Maybe that's the play I've seen. I just know I was aware of this rule that if you fair catch a punt, if you want to, you can go out to that spot and free kick for a field goal. It's a very underused. The situation doesn't come up much. if there's any time on the clock, you're never just going to kick first thing. But if it works out at the end of a half or the end of a game and you have a chance. And so last night on the last play of the half or last-ish play of the half, they punt and there's a fair catch and then they also interfere with the fair catch. So that moved the ball up 15 yards all the way to about midfield, 47-yard. Yeah, the 47-yard line of the Broncos. And Jim Harbaugh, who's so giddy about these kind of things, after the game was just gushing how happy he was to get to try that. But his favorite rule in football, he said. But because the fair catch essentially occurs at the 47, you're allowed to go out. The guy your holder can hold. There's no snap. There's no rush. You line up like it's an onside kick. But if you kick it through the uprights, you get the 3 points. And that's what happened. And look, it made it a one-score game from 21-10 to 21-13. And the Chargers go on to win. Did you catch the Garrett Wilson sideline mini explosion rant here in Jacksonville last week?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. By the way, I think that's Sean Jefferson, right?
It was.
Yeah. Receivers coach there. Jefferson Rains High School, right? There's a lot of wondering about Garrett Wilson, his future in New York. That guy can ball, man. I know they brought in, Devontae Adams, but here's Garrett Wilson right now. I guess having a quote bad year.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This year we're fawning over from our guy, and I'm just talking about the context of a year. Our guy's a rookie. What is Wilson, a third-year player? But, yeah, in this terrible down year, he's got 84 catches for almost 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's, it's relative, I guess. It's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken, Arrival, more coming your way next. We have today the quarterback whisperer. No, we don't. We don't have the quarterback whisperer, I'm told. Check that. We have the Friday 5-pack. I do know that. I can control it. They don't tell me anything. I just drive. This is the drill.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a master at recon. Ace Carline takes you behind enemy lines on 1010XL.
What's your position?
That's top secret. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
It's the final days to get inflation fighter savings at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. The final days to save thousands with just $500 down and $288 per month for a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for $500 down and $388 per month. Don't wait. The final days of inflation fighter savings are here. So get to Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today. Shop in person 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs, only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Get the latest on the Gators from one of the greatest Gators.
Touchdown, Gators!
Chris Doring joins Dan and Jeff on the drill Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Go Gators!
Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Frank Frangie here for Karis Wealth Planning. If you're looking for a company to truly help you make your money work for you, why not try a group who's been doing it successfully for almost a quarter of a century? Karis will truly bring together all the pieces of your financial world and develop a comprehensive plan to really help you secure your future. So call Karis today at 904-598-3585 or log on to Karis, that's KERAS.NM.com. Make your money work for you with Karis Wealth Planning.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about being a peacemaker. Friends, so often we can only want to help people who are in our inner circle. But God never had inner circles. The world was his inner circle, and he's depending on us to make a difference and to leave our mark in this life. So go out today receiving his peace and then sharing it with the world.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Save money this holiday season. Buy pre-owned. That's right, pre-owned guns, guitars, surfboards, tools, and especially jewelry. Beaches Jewelry and Pawn is here to help you save. Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Lone Pronto. In his third season as head coach of the Gators, Billy Napier has a second shot at his first bowl victory in the Gasparilla Bowl. He knows Tulane won't make it easy.
I think that they are physical. I think they play good defense. I think they play good situational ball. Good on third down.
Hear the game live today starting at 12:30 on 1010XL AM. After taking their record to 11-0, Florida men's basketball team will host the Ospreys of University of North Florida, going for 12 in a row on Saturday afternoon. You can hear that game live starting with our pregame at 11:30 on 1010XL AM. In the East Coast Hockey League, the Jacksonville Icemen lost to the Swamp Rabbits. Icemen will next play the Atlanta Gladiators on the road tomorrow evening. The puck drops at 7 p.m. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:02 and it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking for a
ho.
Take it Friday. Bring it Friday. It's a football Friday. Oh, it's a great one. Despite 3-11. Come on. Kick it. Oh, get out of the back seat Friday. One more time. Yeah. We don't have many of these left. Let's go.
Let Fridays forever.
Woo. Yeah. Oh, it's good to be here. We got a great weekend of football. If you like football, this is your weekend. This is your weekend to come alive. This is your weekend to get excited. This is your weekend to get pumped. The only thing lacking is a good Jags team. Other than that, we even got a bowl game for the Gators today.
Yeah, it's good. The weekend starts at 3:30. Be hammered.
What, I got a little 12-point fave? Gotta think about that one for the 5-pack. Oh.
5-pack. I'm struggling. I need to get hot here. I need Santa to come put a little Christmas magic on me.
No.
Huh?
Got to keep it rolling.
I don't know what it is. I got to have to check.
So we'll see.
That's too bad.
We'll jump right in and I'll let you know our Dreamfinders.
I had the Chargers last night, so I'm off to a 1-0 start.
Well, there you go. Oh, in the 5-pack?
How could they be in the 5-pack? That's a time-old trick that's been used forever.
Simple question today. Dreamfinders Homes poll question. Dreamfinders Homes, official home builder of the Jaguars, Gators, and the PGA Tour. If you could only watch one playoff game Friday, Saturday, which one would you choose? You got the 4 games. You got SMU, Penn State. You got Tennessee, Ohio State. You got Clemson, Texas. You got Indiana, Notre Dame. You got 4 different choices.
Well, unless you
300 plus votes, and I'll give you each a choice. But
unless you have a dog in the fight, I just don't know how there's only one answer.
Is there?
Yeah. If you don't have a dog in the fight, it's Ohio State, Tennessee, to me.
Okay.
None of those. There's no national championship. Well, I guess Texas, but the problem is that Texas Clemson does because Clemson has it. Yeah, the problem with that case being the 12. I mean, I just.
What do you mean?
Clemson being a 12 seed, just I don't know, diminishes the matchup. You know, the reason they're Ohio State, Tennessee, they're 8 and 9, they're equal. I mean, this is a good bragging rights fist fight, right? Big Ten v. SEC. This is one of the ones that you'll point out next year when you start using these arguments for schedule strength and otherwise. So SEC, if your schedule strength is that much tougher, show them.
All right, E, which one would you pick?
I don't
Which one do you want to watch?
I'm kind of intrigued with the Indiana Notre Dame.
Okay. I like that too. That's that's that state, right? And
that battle of that state.
That's tonight's tilt. Chilly game. I'll be
snowing right now. Going to be cold and clear tonight.
But Tennessee, Ohio State is the winner. 66% right now. We've got 2 hours left, but nobody's going to catch them. Clemson's Texas is second.
A lot of Clemson around here.
I'd probably vote Indiana, Notre Dame too. E.
Really?
Yep, that's third. SMU,
It
Penn
feels
State.
like a blowout to me.
It might be.
I just can't get excited about it. That shocks me because I know you're not a Notre Dame guy.
Yeah. Kind of rooting for Notre Dame. Like, wouldn't mind seeing Notre Dame win an Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Up is down, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't really have any. I don't have.
I hear you.
great
It's not-
affinity
I'm not
for
trying
any
to-
of these
no,
teams.
I don't either. I'm not going in rooting for anyone. I guess as the games come along, I'll gravitate toward one or the other. But I don't. I guess. I was asked this the other day. I guess I'd go Tennessee for my San Antonio buddy. I guess that's what I'd go.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
So anyway, you can vote at Dan Hicken. It's brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, official home builder, as I mentioned. 15 locations in Jacksonville to serve you, man. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for all your home building information. First-time homeowners, take advantage of all the great deals that they have. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. So we got that. We got the Gators today. Gators get news. They get a wide receiver finally. J. Michael Sturdivant, is that his name? From UCLA. So, we'll see.
They've hit on those.
Yeah.
They've taken
his
guys.
numbers don't wow you, but he's got 1 year left. He's
Neither
an older
did
guy.
DKs, neither did Badgers, but at least Badger had flashed for a year, right? Earlier in his career.
Ricky Pearsall wasn't all that.
No.
Yeah.
He's done a good job of identifying that guy because, by the way, as much as we appreciate those guys and their impact, and Pearsall became a first rounder, the expectation was not for those guys to be 80 catch All-American players. But at least give me a good solid 50 and be reliable. And what did DK have this year? You have more than 50 catches?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look.
Yeah, Badger probably fewer, but more yards maybe. I don't know, but they've been
Badger's
fine.
on the top of the country in terms of yards.
That's what I mean. Fewer catches probably, but more yards. And DK probably leads them in catches. He probably has about 50.
So, Yeah, we'll see. He's done well in the portal. And
well, they adding a receiver, a veteran. They
Badger had more catches than DK.
Did he? That surprises me. I guess they had that stretch. At the end of the year, it was DK, but in the middle, it was Badger. What were the totals?
37 and 36.
Oh, so right on the same. And then the yards way in Badger's favor?
21.3 and 19.1.
Wow, both have been just big. Well, that's Lagway, right? That's the Lagway effect. That's his strength.
All of them had pretty.
Yeah, down because he passed down. Lagway had the one game, he had like 6 completions for 270 or something.
Yeah. So anyway, there you have it. We'll see. Montreal Johnson get his final game today. Some of these guys, I don't know if Jacoby Jackson, the running back, now has 3 more years of eligibility because he was a JUCO guy. I don't know.
I don't think grandfathering that in, I don't believe. But, man, that offense with these additions and the offensive line has come back almost intact. There's going to be sky-high expectations for the offense next year. Like, if Florida is to make that jump from nothing to at least relevant as a contender. I'm not saying favorite by any stretch. That's a longer process, you would think. It's going to have to be because their offense.
Yeah.
Right? Becomes a juggernaut. Which, and again, I only predict that not because of Billy Napier or because of Florida, but because of DJ Lagway. You'd say the same thing if he were at LSU or Texas A&M or anywhere else.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Be interesting to see. I don't know much about Tulane. They're 9-4. They're playing their backup quarterback who's going to go in the portal after the game, from what I heard. He hadn't played much at all. They lost their big guy. He went to Duke.
Got crushed by Army in the title game.
Yeah.
35-10 or something.
But Army can, I never.
I get it, but
Army
got crushed by Notre Dame. Then they lost to Navy. I'm just at the last game Tulane played. That's how
they lost their last 2, but they beat Navy 35-0.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
November 16th.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I guess if you want to look at an SEC game, they played Oklahoma in Oklahoma and they lost by 15.
I could find myself rooting for Notre Dame toward the end now that you mentioned them, but I've not been the anti-Notre Dame.
How do you feel like I'm anti-Notre Dame?
I don't mean to say you hate Notre Dame. I just never, because anytime ever Notre Dame's been playing someone, I ask you, you've just never been a Notre Dame backer per se. But, again, I would have definitely put them on your.
I've never felt like I've been anti-Notre Dame.
If I had a list of bottom 3 outside of like your rivals, I would 100% put them in there.
Really?
That's what I would have thought. I would have put them in there with the Yankees.
Oh, no.
And no. I'm just trying to find. There's no one matches the Yankees. Who's second then?
Yeah. Not for me, though.
No,
FSU?
I said not counting your rivals. Can't be FSU or Georgia. Outside of that, yeah, that's what I meant. And obviously now it doesn't matter because I would have been wrong.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. In fact, and I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but I don't dislike Notre Dame.
Well, I guess I've gone. This is how I glean it. Like we lose Michigan Notre Dame rivalry. That's big for me. I think that's a big important game early. And I remember conversation. I'm not watching that. I'm watching South Carolina, Texas A&M,
maybe
that kind of thing.
Oh man, I just let me pass on this real quick. Just terribly sad news on a Friday, and I hate this, but people probably remember Mark Spain, news anchor here for a lot of years. And we worked with him at 2 different stations. I did. And just a good guy, man. And it was like 3 weeks ago, he got diagnosed with cancer and he passed away yesterday.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Where is he? Norfolk area?
He was in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay.
And his wife was Lanita. We worked with her.
Lanita Lee.
Lanita Lee. Sweet lady. They had a child together years ago. I mean, young man's probably grown up. Mark had 2 daughters. Just a really
always
nice
liked
man.
him. And
yeah.
Those that have been around Jacksonville.
Cleveland sports fan. Cleveland sports.
Yeah, it's a Cleveland guy.
And used to bust his chops a lot. And golly, I saw that.
That's
kind of heartbroken.
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, yeah, so hated that. And
I guess he had become like the news director or something, hadn't he? Or was he still just an anchor?
He was the main anchor.
I don't want to say just an anchor, but he was still an anchor. Who am I thinking of? One of those anchors went along and also became a GM or a news director.
I don't know, but he was the main news anchor in Lynchburg, Virginia. He worked, like I said, he worked at 12 with us, and then he worked
25
Action News with me.
Really?
Well.
He was still there when you went there, huh?
Oh, yeah. And
it feels like he's been gone longer than that.
And, that was, gosh, I've been there for 13 years. So,
you have?
Mm-hmm. So, just golly, man. So enjoy every day, man. It's
How old was
64?
64.
Way too young. Way too young.
For sure. And he was a very active, fun-loving, nice guy. Easy to just...
Good family, good people.
Smart guy.
Yep.
Just good guy. Good people. I liked him. I'm with you on that. I liked him.
Yeah. So I just wanted to pass on our thoughts and prayers. A lot of people will remember him here in Jacksonville. Also wanted to Mrs. Ox Gator turns 50.
Oh, boy.
Shout out to Mrs. Ox Gator. Chaz, happy birthday, kid.
See her,
5-0.
I see her once a year.
Yeah.
You know where?
No.
Yeah. You do, but you wouldn't recall it because
Uh-huh.
you see her multiple times a year. I see her usually once a year when they buy the TPC remote.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like they do that every year. At least the last couple or three.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out and happy birthday to her. So some of that personal news getting out of the way. Like I said, Jags at the Raiders on Sunday. You just got to find reasons to watch.
It should be good.
It's another step closer to this season.
So the grandson's birthday is Sunday. He turns 2.
There we go.
And so, obviously the women in the family throwing the little birthday party together are just completely oblivious to like the football weekend that it is, and where you might schedule something.
Oh, no.
But I feel like I dodged a bullet because they scheduled it for 3 o'clock on Sunday. Perfect.
That's great.
I'll just catch the second half when I get home. Gracious. I can't because I care. What it does do is it gives me the early out after an hour.
I got to go.
Yeah.
And then last night, the Chargers, nice comeback win. That Jim Harbaugh, he is this guy.
He's a goofy little kid.
He is a goofy dude, man. But he gets these guys in the locker room afterwards. You know what song they sing when they win?
I don't even know.
I mean, we're talking.
I'm a little teapot.
It might as well be.
Something like that.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
He is such a nerd.
He says, let's sing it loud. Let's make them hear it in the rafters out there.
He's such a goof. He is a goof.
Do you know that song?
For He's a Jolly Good Fellow?
Yeah.
I mean,
which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, for he's a jolly good fellow. I mean, that's almost like a cartoon song from the 30s.
I mean, it's like, the culture doesn't know that song that well, I don't think.
I mean, we know.
We do?
It was the kids, we sung it in school.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're singing it again. They're singing it in L.A.
He's a goof. You know what Jim Harbaugh reminds me of? He reminds me of the movie plot where the little 9-year-old football fan wakes up and he's a grown-up and he has a job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Little Big Leaguer or one of those where the kid becomes amazing. It's like a child. It's like you put a 14-year-old on the sideline chewing gum and,
Not to his credit, good coaching last night. Took the 3 points at the end of the half.
Yes, I like him. Whatever.
The guy knows ball.
Yeah,
the guy knows how to win. He wins wherever this guy has won wherever he went.
He took him to the Super Bowl.
And he was, listen, the guy
Do you think
played,
he'll get the Chargers to the Super Bowl?
Yes, he played in the league, for a long time. And
in harsh conditions, i.e. under Ditka.
He took a job as the head coach of San Diego. Not San Diego.
Yeah, not San Diego State.
San Diego.
University of San Diego.
JU would play them every year.
They're right. They're the same level.
Harbaugh
They
beat
took the
Kerwin
JU
Bell.
job.
Yes. And he took that job, won there.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty sure his quarterback is this guy who's been on 1,000 teams.
Uh-huh.
Who am I thinking of, E?
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was Harbaugh's quarterback at San Diego.
I think you might be right.
And and since then, Harbaugh has been to Stanford.
Yeah.
He's been to the 49ers.
Yeah.
He's been to Michigan, and now he's with the Chargers, and Josh Johnson's still in the league.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But the guy at San Diego, he won, right?
He went like 10-2, didn't he, 1 year or something?
He went 11-1 2 years in a row.
There you go.
Then he went to Stanford, started 4-8, left 12-1. Then he went to Michigan, 10-3, 10-3.
No, what, is 49ers in there somewhere?
Well, I'm just doing this college. 8 you're right. 10-3, 10-3, 8-5, 10-3, 9-4,
that was a Super Bowl.
12-2, 13-1, 12-0 at Michigan.
And then Balky sucked the life out of him,
the
not all his
Niners-
promise and hope of coming to work every day.
With the Niners, he went
moved on.
to 3 straight NFC championship games right off the rip. 13-3, 11-4, 12-4, and then he went 8-8 and he left. The guy wins wherever he goes. Wherever he goes. And so, great hire by the Chargers.
For sure.
San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles have finally got themselves a coach now. Last night, highly enthusiastic Broncos crowd in L.A.
It'll always be that way. By the way, this is not the result those with the faint heartbeats wanted. They needed the Chargers to lose.
Oh, yeah.
If you're the Dolphins, Bengals, Colts, you're 6-8. At best, you need these teams to get to 8. Now, the Broncos could get there. I think their last 2 are like Chiefs and Bengals or something. So
Right.
Broncos better be careful. That could have clinched it for them last night. Chargers got an easy one. They're like Patriots and another like one of the Raiders or something. I mean, their stuff is way down. So
did you talk about the guy?
Chargers will go 11-6.
Did you talk about the guy on the text line who's going in for knee surgery?
No.
He's getting ready to have knee surgery. He's listening to his favorite show. He said he's going in at 7:45, so we kept him entertained.
Oh, good.
So God bless you.
We also send you right. We help with the anesthesia. We send you right to sleep.
Yeah. Tony Baselli once got knocked out on the air.
That was great. That was so good. I wish we still had that somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we're giving out all these personal condolences. Beef lost someone special too.
Yeah.
We should have said that. And I'll only bring it up because she became a part of our program.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, Beef's Beef's mother, Pat.
Yep.
They were there at a Thanksgiving. I wasn't at Thanksgiving, Dan, over in the Panhandle somewhere with Beef's brother and sister-in-law and Beef's wife and his lovely mother. She's a saint, Pat.
Sweet Pat.
Sweet Pat. And after the end of a, I guess, testy, stressful holiday weekend, Pat, Sweet Pat, Beef's mom, asked the other sister-in-law if she could like clean the dishes or something.
Simple.
And the sister-in-law looked her dead in the face and said, "Bleep you, Pat."
Wow.
Without the bleep to the mother-in-law. So then forever she wore it well
She
here on the
became
program.
BYP.
Yeah, she became BYU. Bleep you, Pat. So whatever, the beef or the family or the mom came up, it was bleep you, Pat. And we got a very sad text from Beef yesterday that bleep you, Pat is, moved on to sainthood.
Yeah. So anyway. So a lot of things happening on the personal note as we get ready for a football weekend. So just, enjoy your loved ones, man. That's what we tell you, especially the holiday season, man. Pull them a little closer and give them a little hug and tell them you love them.
Yeah.
We got a lot to do today, though, so we'll get it cranked up.
Wait, don't hug me now.
No.
Okay.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, Jags can pick anywhere between 1 and 11, depending on the outcome of the last 3 football games. Will they win all 3? Very, very doubtful. Will they lose all 3? I don't even think they'll do that. I think they'll find a win in there. I think they'll get to 4, possibly 5. We shall see. But Sunday's game is a winnable game because you're playing a team that, quite frankly, doesn't want to win. I mean, they are us during the Trevor Lawrence year. They really are. Their fans are rooting for them to lose. They desperately want a quarterback, and they want to have the top pick. So we'll see what happens on Sunday when the Jags go out to Vegas. Remember, Jags, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And that's your Duval Minutes brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Bennies are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Come see why Lift Power is always voted one of the best places to work in the area. It's a rapidly growing business. It's served Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Stability, family-owned and operated. I already told you how great the folks are over there, and we want you to be part of our family. Do not let this opportunity slip by. All you got to do is go to liftpower.com. You can learn more at liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Defense just stepping up and playing dominant.
A strong fence protects your yard like a stout defense protects the bank.
Number 1 takeaway defense.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
And when it comes to insurance, I think we all think the same way. We pay a lot of money monthly. Right? We add those premiums up in our head. Something happens, man. You best be there, and that's what the Kaproskis do. Craig and Chris Kaprosky have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs, man. They believe in 2 words, customer service. Trust me, I know this because I've dealt with them. Something happens, you call them. You want answers, man. They get you answers, and they get them for you fast, okay? And if they don't answer, they call you right back. Again, they don't take the customer service thing lightly. Homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business. Kaproskis will be there for you in your time of need. Get an insurance checkup today. They're easy to get a hold of. It's Craig.Kaprosky. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Or you can call them 478-8422. 478-8422. They're Craig and Chris Kaprosky. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family. They're part of our family as well.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Millions of active members. It's Prize Picks. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in, man. Listen, and when they do hit, get your money as quickly as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first. All withdrawals fast, safe, secure. I like to make Sundays fun days, but man, this weekend, watch out. Get out of my way. Prize Picks, Prize Picks, Prize Picks. Download the Prize Pick app today. Great time to do it. You get $50. Boom, when you just play 5. That's code JAX. That's what you got to do. Code JAX on Prize Picks. You get $50 instantly. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Remember, code JAX when you download that app. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey. Here in North Florida, you know that when temperatures go up and your AC goes out, you need help now. Like right now. Like lickety-split. So why not call Lickety Split and get same-day emergency service for your AC? Now, I bet you've seen their trucks all over town because they've got dozens of certified technicians ready to repair not only your AC, but your home's plumbing and electrical too. So when you want it done right and you need it done right now, call Lickety Split AC, Plumbing, and Electric.
Cigar smokers, All-Pro Lyman Leon Cersei here for my favorite spot, Cigars International. The Cigars International Superstore is now open at the Town Center, a massive 6,200 square feet with over 600 cigar brands, a full-service bar, and indoor and outdoor lounges with flat-screen TVs. Give their old-fashioned a try. It's the best that I've ever had. Follow on social for holiday specials and events. Cigars International is now open at the Town Center.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
If your high school student is a high performer, they could be 1010XL Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Franchi Show.
On 1010XL.
This is the Mangler. Years of playing football coupled with lifestyle left my feet mangled with neuropathy. I was experiencing burning, tingling, and numbness. I spoke with 2 foot specialists and they told me there was no cure. They were wrong. I found Dr. Nate Riddle in Ponte Vedra. After utilizing his neuropathy treatment for only 2 weeks, I noticed a difference in my feet. I was regaining my feeling and balance. If you want relief from nerve pain, call Dr. Nate for a free consultation at Riddle Wellness, 904-395-5598.
Need a last-minute gift? What's more Duval than a Moss Fire Grill holiday gift card? Right now, you can buy a $100 gift card and get a $25 gift card for free. Only at Moss Fire Grill.
See you on the rooftop.
Homemade cookies baked fresh by Jen. Original 80s band named Ice Creams by Ray. Build your own cookie ice cream sandwiches from scratch. Cookies and cream Jack's Beach. Open till 11 Friday and Saturday, 10 weekdays. Making our beach a better place. Cookies and cream Jack's Beach.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Have you heard? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are aiming to sell 1,000 vehicles this December. How? I've told my team to take all reasonable offers. We won't lose your business over price. With thousands of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the ground, all priced to sell, we guarantee the most money for your trade and the easiest car buying experience ever. I promise we ain't leaving nothing on the table. This is the absolute last weekend. Visit Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We're here to wow you.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, my man E, especially he's in the Christmas spirit, and he's handing out a razzle-dazzle, second to none. E, what do you got?
I got a toffee gift box from the Rethreaded. I got a $100 gift card from Beach Dermatology.
Whoa.
Plus, I got a candle prize pack from Wicked Candle Bar.
Wow.
This is all part of our 1010XL holiday gift guide. Make sure you head over to 1010XL.com for more gift ideas. But I also, the winner will be entered for a chance to win a $1,000 gift certificate to Beers Diamond.
Good gracious. Speaking of giving away, I got to give a shout-out to Brock Purdy.
Shout out. Oh, man.
I mean, Brock Purdy's making $900,000 this year.
Bruh, he gotta have a sponsor. He got to have a sponsor.
He went and bought 10 vehicles.
10 Toyotas.
For his whole line. Yeah, he had to have a
Man, he definitely got a sponsor.
He gave 5 and 5. 5 and 1, 5
I'm
and
sure Purdy's making $5 million a year endorsements, probably.
You think?
He's got one that's on all the daggum time.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me look what he does. But no, generous nonetheless. I mean, I doubt he's getting them the base model, right? Probably going $100,000 a pop. I bet he's probably spent $1 million on it. That's more than his salary.
I wonder if Ben Barch qualified for one of those.
Benny.
And you see, one of the guys, he gifted his team, all the players their high school jersey.
Oh, that was great.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was like a Dolphin linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went and got every teammate their high school jersey redone.
Who did that?
I forget his name. It was a Dolphin linebacker.
Yeah, it was a Dolphin linebacker.
Let me look real quick. I didn't even hardly that was cool. Let me see real quick.
$6 million a year.
All right.
Brock Purdy.
Anthony Walker Jr. Do you know him?
No.
Me either. Surprised all of his teammates with custom-made replicas of their high school football jerseys with school name, logo, and the number they wore. I mean, that's thoughtful.
Yeah, that's pretty legit.
Now,
$6 million is his total
deal.
Total 49ers deal. But I'm getting the details, but just as from like the hit list at the top, lucrative. This is what it says. I have to see what lucrative means. But come on, man. Lucrative endorsement deal with Toyota, lucrative endorsement deal with Gatorade, lucrative endorsement deal with Nike. So
Toyota, there you go.
I mean,
Joe Burrow, you see what he gave?
What did he give?
A little dangerous. He gave each offensive lineman authentic Japanese katana swords. They're all unique. Each sword comes with its own story from certain towns or battles. He put them all in a room and had them pick theirs out.
God, things I would never want to give for Christmas. A sword.
Just give me the Rolex.
He said,
right. Give me some cash, man.
Orlando Brown said, Joe does a great job at buying gifts that are extremely meaningful. The fact that he bought me a sword, it's the most ancient form of respect.
Okay. It's going to hang on your wall forever.
Joe Burrow.
I mean, I guess.
Katana sword.
Listen, if you have, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a sword culture. I get it if you're live with a bunch of sword fans or something, but just come up with sword.
Yeah.
Like, how would you guys think if I came back from the Caribbean off the boat next week and brought you each a sword from Turks and Caicos? Huh? Would you rather had a visor, you think?
I'd be more disappointed if Joe Burrow got me a sword,
right?
Yeah. You want something else?
Give me that Rolly, bro.
Yeah.
Should have got him.
ATV.
Should have got
Toyota. Come on.
Should have got him a pin when he cared.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was interesting on this Christmas as the boys do the gift giving. You know, what do they call those? The segways or that?
Yeah, the segways.
Yeah, I've seen those been gifted. So you'll see more and more of that stuff. We were talking to Foye on the TV show the other night. He said they were doing Secret Santa stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, The guys who make the big bucks, though, they usually go and get the other fellas something, right?
Yeah, they always do that. Yeah. It's usually the quarterbacks buying the O-line something. Yeah. That's like the most common. The defense, that stinks to be a defender because there's no one dude who gets all the credit that buys everybody else something.
Yeah.
Like, really, for the most part, and I'm sure some it's the wealth spread a little bit more, but for the most part, it's the quarterback taking care of the offensive line. Doesn't it feel that way? Sometimes a running back will. Like, if you have a running, I think I've seen the stories of the, really top running backs doing the same thing. And those old linemen, they get rewarded more than anyone.
Yeah, they do.
I wonder what Baselli's best gift ever was. I don't remember Brunell's gift giving. Do you?
No. I
don't. Doing that story or whatever? I'm sure there was something. There always is something.
Always something.
Isotoner gloves.
Isotoner gloves, Dan Marino.
Yeah, that's just what we need, Dan. Thanks a lot. Could you imagine if Dan Marino went up to his offensive lineman and gave him gloves?
This day and age. Oh, are you kidding me? They're bleeding for you.
You giving me gloves?
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at pregame last night. Jim Harbaugh's shooting the breeze with Larry David.
Makes sense.
You think he knows who he is?
For sure. I think that Jim Harbaugh just knows all kinds of weird stuff. God, I think Jim Harbaugh is so weird that as weird as he is, he also knows all the common, like, normally if you're that weird, you're like obtuse to, and oblivious to other things that are going on that are just common pop culture. I feel like Jim Harbaugh is weirdo, wacko, and knows all the pop culture stuff that's going on. Like he knows who the Kardashians are.
Sometimes you see something on Twitter, Pross, and you really can't judge a person by one tweet. You know what I mean? It's not fair. You don't know me. I don't know. I saw a tweet yesterday that was a head scratcher from Doring's guy. It made no sense to me, and I'm like,
who, Burns?
Yeah, Peter Burns eats worms.
Okay.
I don't understand it. It was weird. Anyway, this is what he tweets. Now tell me if, it made me just think, whoa. Anyway, he says, have so much high hopes for the home CFB playoff games. In theory, it should give us the greatest home field environments we've seen in a while. Surprised that tickets are going for less than $100 at some of the venues. Penn State tickets going for $35 is so incredibly sad.
Sad? It's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, what is that? That makes
By the
no
way,
sense.
what if you're planning on following your team? It's Christmas. That's good for you.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $500 to go watch a quarterfinal playoff game.
And by the way, they're all on. Hey, this just in, Peter Burns Eat Worms. They're on TV.
Makes no sense.
It's 8 degrees. So, if you want to get a dad to take his kid to Happy Valley, you better charge him $35, not $350.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's a weak take.
I mean,
that's a weak take. You call me elitist because I like brand name teams?
Imagine going to say you're going to wherever. Say you're going to Notre Dame. And you know how much those hotels cost up there this weekend?
And they always jack them up, too. Yeah, they do.
Penn State, Happy Valley, you want to try to get a hotel up there?
Oh, my God. I bet it's $600 a night.
Are you kidding me? And by the way, you're thinking, okay, well, look, I want to go to the national championship game. Maybe I think my team can get to the next one. I'm not going to every game.
But here's the thing. Here's what you do with a $35 ticket price. You literally take that guy living in Pittsburgh, and you allow him to get his kids up at 6 in the morning and take a 5-hour drive and go to the game and be in this, and then turn around and drive home. This just in America, when you go see a game, you don't have to stay in a hotel.
But we
spend $400 on food.
We as fans should be thrilled about this.
Sure. Yeah.
This is great. I want to go watch my team for $40.
I guess I'd need a little more rationale to that. What?
Right. I'm sure there's something.
I don't know. I think your point is
such a stupid word. I don't think sad.
Yeah, I don't think that's the point you're trying to make. If it is, I don't understand.
I know.
You can't measure interest by ticket price anyway, to me. If a sellout's a sellout. And if somebody can afford to spend more than someone else, that doesn't make this sellout any more engaged than that one.
By the way, I got a picture of 7 a.m. in South Bend. Cars already lined up waiting to get on campus. A light snowfall.
Yeah, because I had asked earlier because you know me, I love a snow game. For me, it'd be perfect if it was snowing all night. But no, they said it's snowing now. It's cold and snowing now, but it'll be just clear and cold tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a fireplace weekend coming for tomorrow's games, too.
Well, it was cold this morning when we got out there.
Nice.
As opposed to yesterday. It was a beautiful day. Anyway, We got to take a break. 641-1010. That's the number to call. Come kind, come courteous, come correct, and tell them one more time what they're going to pocket.
A toffee gift box from Rethreaded, a $100 gift card to Beach's Dermatology, plus a candle prize pack from Wicca Candle Bar. This is all part of the 1010XL Holiday Gift Guide. Head over to 1010XL.com for more gift ideas. And also, the winner will be entered for a chance to win a $1,000 gift card to Beard's Diamonds. All you got to do, holla at your boy, 904-641-1010.
Let's go.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. I've watched the portal. I've watched players come and go. I like the fact that there's free agency in college football. I like the fact that players aren't tied down. But we've got to find a way to fix the process. We can't have players leaving in December when bowl games and, more importantly, playoff games are still coming. It can't be out of control the way it is now. Of all the things they've got to fix in college football, the portal somehow, some way is at the top of the list. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealers. Frank Frangie here. It's the holiday season, and Nimnik Buick GMC is here for you. Whether you're making memories on the road or continuing family traditions right here in Jacksonville, you can always count on us because there's nobody but Nimnik. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% zero APR financing. That's right, 0%. Shop online 24/7 at NimnikBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey folks, Dave Binion here with Zero Res. At Zero Res, we love rugs. We will treat your fine Oriental rugs with the tender and loving care they deserve. Gerard, the Zero Res rug manager, is one of the few certified master rug cleaners in Florida. If you want your rugs cleaned with tender loving care, call Zero Res. Right now, get your rugs washed and we will give you 25% off. Zero Res, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, Hicken here for About 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area. And, of course, he's the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit About 9 Associates today and experience the difference. You know why? They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bowden Eye and Associates.
Ever wonder how you can transform your living spaces into captivating works of art? At First Coast Lighting and Fans, they offer a huge selection of high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness. Visit their showroom on Phillips Highway at the Avenues and step into a world of quality without compromise. Discover the difference that locally owned expertise makes and let them help you experience the transformation from average to extraordinary. At First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Pre-Game Friday.
Built by Dreamfinders Homes.
On 1010XL.
Local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and thank you to all the members and contractors for their continued support and partnership. Together, they've helped build a stronger foundation for Jacksonville since 1901. Enjoy spending time with your friends and families this holiday season. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Local 234, make the right connection. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3,
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Prostrate here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime Enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the product, services, best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Christmas. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway. And as always, tell them Prosser sent you.
Hey, I'm Betty Kay, owner of Gotham City Limit, your local comic shop. Here to let you know we're doing 20% off the entire store, now through Christmas. So unleash your gift-giving spirit, let your passion transmit. Do what we do and take it to the limit. Visit GothamCityLimit.com for more information.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
It's a sale so big, Santa wants to get in on it.
It's Beard's Diamonds' incredible 44th anniversary sale, held over till Christmas Eve. Everything store-wide is on sale, up to 44% off.
Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center or beardsdiamonds.com.
Come on, admit it. Almost everyone you know seems to be playing pickleball now, right? So whether you just want to learn how to play or you're ready to show off your elite pickleball skills, the Y is the place for you. Visit our brand new McGuire Family Pickleball Center at the Brown Family YMCA in Ponte Vedra Beach. 5 top quality outdoor courts and 3 amazing indoor courts where you can learn about dinks, dill ball, falafel, the kitchen, and more pickleball slang at the Y.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag Defensive Coordinator Ryan Nielsen outlined the keys to slowing down Raider QB Desmond Ridder.
We have to do a great job of keeping him in the pocket. Like, we have to keep him in, because once he gets out and he starts creating, then that's when the plays happen.
OC Press Taylor says Brian Thomas Jr. has really taken off.
He's confident in what he's asked to do, confident in his role in the room. He's kind of taken off. He's growing into just everything we've asked every single day.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson wants Mac just to be Mac.
It's been good for him. You know, the confidence, you're seeing more of that confidence come out and sort of that chippiness and that edge that he has.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah. Welcome back. Hurtling towards the 8 o'clock hour. I saw this. Barnwell always does something interesting. He's a creative guy. Ranking the worst mistakes for all 32 teams since 2020. The worst mistake, and then we rank them.
So we're going to take the worst mistake of each team, and then we're going to find out which team made the worst mistake of all.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
All right, so first we got to start with...
So just to give you, like, the least worst mistake. So if you... Like the Chiefs, whatever mistake they made, they should be 32nd because they keep winning despite of the mistake.
Fair.
But the worst mistake, Bill Barwell said, is 32, Tampa Bay Bucks. Biggest mistake, signing Russell Gage to a 3-year, $30 million.
That's pretty good if that's your biggest miss.
Yeah. Now, by the way, it does enlighten you to that every team makes stupid mistakes. That's one thing we'll learn if you look at all
the problem is some teams have a larger volume of those.
And by the way, I'll be curious to see.
The Jags have 15 mistakes worse than signing Russell Gage. That's the problem, the number of mistakes.
I want both of you to think in your minds. Don't say yet.
Okay.
But I want you both to think, what do you think is the worst mistake the Jags have made since 2020? Okay?
It's 2020?
Yeah, whatever. Drafting, signing, whoever, and you decide. But the Bucks at 32. Now we'll go to the top and see the worst mistakes. And then I'll rattle off a few of the other ones as well. But the biggest mistake in the last 4 years by any NFL team was done by the Cleveland Browns.
Deshaun Watson, all that money.
Trading for Deshaun Watson and signing him to a 5-year, $230 million contract. That's a pretty big one.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
The only thing is it's relative. The Browns stink no matter what they do, but still, that's a terrible... That had precedent. That affected the whole league.
Right.
That started this lunacy of all these quarterbacks that have not accomplished anything. We have one.
It also...
Making $50 million.
Okay, so understand everything all the dominoes and everything. First off, they built their franchise around a player who was accused of more than 20 cases of sexual assault and inappropriate conduct. They gave him $230 million guaranteed dollars. They traded 3 first-round picks to Houston, and they let go of Baker Mayfield. All terrible mistakes. So that was the worst mistake in the NFL. The second worst mistake was by the Denver Broncos, who seemingly have fixed the mistake for trading for and extending Russell Wilson. So, the third biggest mistake was by the Jets, trading for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know why. I don't know. This is all kind of opinion. The Jets aren't worse for trading for Aaron Rodgers. They're just not better. I don't know what the mistake was. You had terrible quarterbacks, and every time you try to tell us who should be the next one, he was terrible too. So,
what do you think that the fourth team is the Niners? What do you think their biggest mistake was?
Well, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Trading 3 first-round picks to move up for Trey Lance.
That
could be up there even higher.
That should be 2.
Yeah, it's worse than Rodgers. Yeah,
that
I
should
agree.
be 2. It's amazing that our sad sack franchise does not crack the top 5 of worst mistakes.
Well, we're at number 6.
Okay, well, there you go.
And we're the first non-quarterback mistake.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you guys think the Jags' biggest mistake has been in the last?
Well, it sounds like he's doing just personnel. Is that correct?
Well, what would you say?
I would say that he's going to say, bang the old familiar play calling drum.
I would say Urban Meyer.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's Urban.
It's Urban.
For sure. I forgot. It's so bad I forgot about it. That was 20. Yeah, I guess it was 2020.
Yeah. 2021.
Yeah.
There are so many moments from the Meyer era that could be considered embarrassing decisions and situations in their own right. The Chris Doyle hire, signing Tebow to play tight end, abandoning the team play so he could go to his bar in Ohio, at which point he was filmed in close contact with someone who wasn't his wife, and a possibly awkward handshake with Mike Vrabel, talking about the expanded role on defense for a player who had been on the field for 0 snaps, unfamiliarity with Aaron Donald and Deebo Samuel, and allegedly kicking his own kicker, which finally led to the Jaguars firing him. 2-11, wasted a year of Trevor's rookie contract, set the franchise back well beyond when he arrived. Doug Peterson took over as coach. It's a small miracle he got the Jags to the playoffs the following season at 9-8. While Jags fans are understandably frustrated with what has happened since, even in the lowlights of the Peterson era feel like Lombardi in comparison to Meyer's abbreviated.
Yeah, listen, Urban Meyer was a disaster, but that's the kind of attitude that keeps us stinking.
Yeah.
You're still blaming. That's long in the mirror. We've gone to the playoffs since then.
Mm-hmm.
Our biggest mistakes have to be something that's happened since the end of the 2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, you can't. We've already. Listen, Barnwell, that may seem really bad to you, but guess what? We watched the year before. 1-15.
Yeah.
He didn't take them to some new low. He just kept them in the same crappy low. He only added a little greasy side to it all. Usually it's just straight on field failure, and he gave us the old factor to it. But no, I mean, giving Trent Baalke control of the franchise a much bigger mistake than Urban's 12 games.
All right, a few others that stand out. The Patriots hiring Patricia and Joe Judge as lead architects for the offense. Titans swapping out A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks in a trade with the Eagles.
Oh, oof.
The Bears' biggest mistake, trading a second-round pick for Chase Claypool. That wasn't a good move.
Yeah, but, man.
Seattle, what do you think Seattle? You know Seattle, E. What was Seattle's worst move in the last 5 years? Trading 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember that.
That was tough. Yeah.
Shout out to the LA Rams signing Allen Robinson to a 3-year, $46.5 million contract in 22. That was a miss. The Raiders hiring Josh McDaniels as coach. Arizona signing Kingsbury and Steve Keim to contract extensions.
We should just do our top 10 mistakes and keep it right here. I mean, that's unacceptable just to stop at Urban.
Yeah.
How about letting Quincy Williams go? He was an all-pro about 10 minutes later.
10 minutes later.
How about the Dolphins tampering with Tom Brady and Sean Payton? That cost them draft picks, didn't it?
How about throwing a party and parade around here that to justify a pick that you did make when your guy has 8 sacks and then the guy you should have drafted has literally been out for 2 months now and has 7.5? I mean, how can you overlook missing on what's going to be perhaps a Hall of Fame edge rusher?
Oh.
That went number 2 when you took the same position number 1. I mean, We got just a list here.
There's a long list.
Oh, yeah, the C.J. Henderson pick.
Oh,
Was that 20? Yeah, that was 2020.
Oh,
that was 20 or 19?
That was 2020. Jason, same thing.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, here's a mistake. Rather than blame Urban, how about the year before you go CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson instead of C.J. Henderson, Caleb on Jason? How good are you if you say, people don't normally do this, but I'm going to draft CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson?
Ooh. Ravens signing Odell Beckham to a one-year, $15 million contract last year.
That's minimal.
Yeah.
What'd that do to him?
Yeah. Giants, remember they signed Kenny Galladay, 4 years, $72 million.
Yeah. Wow, what happened to Kenny Galladay?
Kenny Galladay, where'd he go?
Lions, right? He flashed for the Lions. And
Galladay scored 1 touchdown in 26 games with the Giants, and it came in garbage time during his final game.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Kenny Galladay. The Chiefs' biggest mistake.
I mean, it's just really. I guess they're all so minimal. How can you, to your point when you started, how can you have a mistake if you win Super Bowls? So whatever you did, whatever we called a mistake, like it seemed like a mistake to let Tyreek Hill go. It seems like a mistake to waste a first rounder on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He didn't do anything.
That's it.
I mean, he's a 32nd pick in the draft. It's a luxury pick. So yeah, was he not the guy that we thought he was at LSU? You bet. But man, if that's less than Russell Gage. Because you know why, Dan? Because they have a great GM and they're a good franchise. They went and got Isaiah Pacheco in round 6 or 7, like a year or two later.
Yeah.
So nothing lost.
Commanders drafting Emmanuel Forbes with the number 16 pick.
I don't even know who that is. That's that
skinny
corner from Mississippi State.
Yeah, tiny. The Bills signing Von Miller, 6-year, $120 million contract. Woo. That's a lot.
Well, before you call that a mistake, let's let him finish his Bills career. What if he wins? What if they win a Super Bowl?
They're winning.
So I mean, come on, man.
Detroit Lions drafting Jeff Okudah, number 3 pick overall. Okudah Matata.
Can I get a college for Jeff Okudah?
Ohio State.
Steelers using a first-round pick on Kenny Pickett. That would be a big mistake.
We have so many mistakes. Just fair. Like I'll give you a mistake in execution. This is again just speaks to the complete whatever. We had 3 tackles and we let the better of the 3 go. We have 3 young tackles. They're all second rounders. They're all in the exact same boat. And the better of the 3. And I'm not saying Jawan Taylor's perfect. Do not get me wrong. But the better of the 3 we let go. I just
Been a few. We'll take a break. We'll head towards the 8 o'clock hour. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's a true American underdog.
I fought for my spot, and I know what it takes to make a championship run. I'm Tom McManus. Join me for stories and insight on Jaguars today.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors. Fridays on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart's dad started the company years ago. Shane's dad, his guys, all from here, taking care of people who live here. People like us, man, we've used Lockhart Construction numerous times. We've gotten 2 bathrooms out of them. They did the siding to my son's house. I've helped friends and family and given them the Lockhart name, and it's because I trust them, and they do too. They do terrific work. They're fast. They're friendly. They're affordable. They're clean, and they leave your house in a better condition. Their family gives your family a better living experience. I say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So if you have a construction need, a remodel idea, give Shane a call. He'll call you back, 994-3865. That's Shane Lockhart and Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
While other books make promises, MyBookie delivers. ET here for MyBookie. In this holiday season, they're stacking the deck in your favor with 12 days of Christmas now through the 31st. A festive lineup of can't-miss opportunities for bettors to cash in. Risk-free Thursday, Super Boost, and free bets. Weekly casino giveaways with hundreds of winners and thousands in cash prizes. All it takes is a 50-cent spin on slots to enter. With the road to New Orleans, bowl games galore, and Christmas Day sports feast featuring NFL action and an NBA doubleheader, this is your season to cash in. The 12 Days of Christmas event is live right now, so don't wait. Lock in today. Use my promo code 1010XL for your first deposit, and MyBookie will give you a little extra to start the holiday hot. MyBookie is offering a 50% deposit bonus for 1010XL listeners. Just sign up using my promo code 1010XL. Whether it's UFC, NFL, college ball, or the casino, you can bet and win with confidence. Make your holiday season a jolly one with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do, and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Ho, ho, ho! When I need gifts for special people, I go to Tobacco Cove at 3849 Bay Meadows Road. They have everything you need to make Christmas as special as they are. Find the finest in limited cigars, pipes and pipe tobacco, and the accessories that make life easier like humidors, cutters, and lighters. And don't forget Lampe Bergère fragrance lamps. So, take my advice and go to Tobacco Cove, 3849 Bay Meadows Road, and make this Christmas one they'll remember.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious? Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us 641-1010.
There's no way to prepare for the impact an accident makes on your life. That's why we've spent 40 years getting ready for that moment when you need compassion and immediate action. The right doctors, investigators, our team of experienced attorneys, and your free consultation is already in place. So if you've been hurt, remember, the Farah Safety Net is right here to catch you. All you have to do is call Farah & Farah. It's what we built. Jacksonville.
There's still time to grab a mouth-watering holiday roast at Southern Steer Butcher in Ortega. Come for the roast and leave a hero with last-minute gift cards for the whole fam.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Frangie for Ricketts Electric. Now, any good lineup needs power. When I needed a power connection for our new Walk-Off Charities baseball park, I found the perfect partner in Ricketts Electric. You're going to love these guys, I'm telling you. The Ricketts family has been providing commercial and residential electric service for years. So call my buddy Zach Ricketts today at 904-320-5960, and you can find them on Facebook as well. You will trust them. That's Ricketts Electric, the city's best power connection. Call them today at 320-5960.
Icebreakers Bar and Grill in the Community First Igloo is the coolest place in town for lunch and dinner. Watch the game with a wide selection of local beers, cocktails, wings, burgers, ribs, and more. Enjoy with family and friends at Emerson and I-95.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance is happening now. Save up to 60%, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Florida's participation in the Gasparilla Bowl will be a great opportunity for the team's young players, says head coach Billy Napier.
Because I think we've got some young players maybe that are going to have bigger roles in the game. They've got a chance to play well and create momentum for their future.
You can hear the game live today starting at 12:30 on 1010 XL AM. As the Georgia Bulldogs prepare for their college football playoff matchup in the Sugar Bowl, the team has received some disappointing news. It appears that quarterback Carson Beck is not expected to play for the Dogs due to the injury suffered in our area Thursday. The JU Dolphins women's basketball team lost to FSU. JU men's team will take UCF tomorrow evening. The UNF men's and women's basketball team both will face their respective Florida teams in Gainesville. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:03, it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Here's to Las Vegas. It's
Oh, yeah. All right, so
here's to the smiles all around.
There are folks that are flying out right now.
Oh, shout out. Have fun.
And so we're hearing that the planes headed for Vegas are all jagged up right now. So that's good. They'll show up out there. Vegas is a very popular place to go. It'd be a funner early season trip because what you run the risk now of following a team out there, a bunch of sad sacks that aren't playing for anything. So Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Far be it from me to be an expert on the culture. I try to learn. I ask my friend E for advice and some insight, and we work together here to have a better understanding of people. We just all love all people. That's what we do, right, E? And so, this week I came out a little harsh on Travis Hunter, I thought, but I thought it was necessary.
On his choice in women.
This is a bad deal, man. This is not going to end well for a young kid who's sweet. He's just a sweet kid, right? I mean, don't you get that feeling? If you've been around or watched Travis Hunter, a word that comes to mind in describing this young man is sweet.
Well,
he's
this.
He's got a beautiful, happy smile. He loves life. He's a good kid.
Beyond good. More history was made, by the way. They didn't publicize this one quite as much, but not only was he the Heisman winner, he also is the first Heisman winner to also win college football's top academic award.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he won the Academic All-American Award in the last weekend as well. And it's first time ever a Heisman has been both of those.
That's awesome. And that's the feeling I get. Just a no-brainer, great kid.
Culture don't like being called sweet.
That's fair. I'm sorry, but it's true. I
get what you're saying.
Take that from a white guy, but if you want to give me a different word for him, that's fine, but that's what he is.
Gotcha.
So I see him, but he's fallen prey to this young lady who is not good for him. She's not sweet, E. She's not a sweet girl. She should be like the prom queen or just a happy-go-lucky, I love my man. And she's not. She's not. And she can paint it any way she wants, and she can play the victim all she wants, but she's been caught now numerous times doing things that do not necessarily show a commitment to her man.
Oh, dear.
Unfortunately, it's the man who gets to make that decision. And,
so here I am.
And knows all of the variables.
Here I am, as Eve accurately calls me, OMW, espousing, trying to help the culture. The culture doesn't want any part of my advice, so I turn to others, like Bow Wow.
Bow Wow checking out.
Bow Weezy.
Bow Weezy, he tells me, is a big dog.
Tells you.
Yeah.
He tells you.
He tells
me.
He been there. He's done it.
Okay.
He's done it for a long time.
And this is, he doesn't know Travis Hunter.
He does not.
He went on about a 3-minute that we cannot play, by the way.
No.
Bow Wow.
It had a lot of the bad words in it.
A lot of yipping going on by Bow Wow.
But there was some truth in there if you unpack some of the other stuff.
You've chosen this stage to align yourself with Bow Wow.
Me and Bow Wow are on the same page.
After all these years of mogling.
Yes.
Yeah.
And E had to confirm that I am correct in my assessment.
Bow Wow?
About Bow Wow and Travis's fiancée.
Yeah, Bow Wow's message.
Yeah.
Bow Wow's message.
Put it through the culture filter and spit me out a clean version. What would you say Bow Wow said about Travis's fiance?
Young man, I've been here before. I've done that.
Yeah.
There's no way that my woman, my fiance, will be liking and leaving these type of messages under another man's post, because this is like the world that we live in.
So she got caught going into an NBA player's whatever.
Oh, it was public. It was public. It was
Okay.
under the comments for everybody to
And
see.
she put
Is she a lot older than him, E?
She looks it. I don't know.
She got to be older.
What's she doing to that man?
This is bad, dude.
Something.
Yeah. So
Something
anyway,
never before done. Just put it that way.
She put dollar signs and like a tongue wagging on an NBA player.
Yeah, under an NBA player's post.
And he didn't like that. Bow Wow didn't like that.
Yeah, Bow Wow, I believe, has been a celebrity game MVP on his resume.
She's 2 years older.
See how I threw that out there? I have no idea.
She was born in 03.
Only 2
no,
years?
she was born in 01. Hunter was born in 03.
She's just 2 years older then. Yeah. He should know better.
He's got to run. This is not going to end well, dude.
It sure seems like the most odd match. I will give you that much. But again, I'm sure all of the reasons that Travis Hunter are with, what's her name, E?
I don't even know her name.
Leanna. I'm sure all the reasons here are with Leanna, we're not privy to.
Yeah.
We're just seeing all the terrible, that's a cringer.
Fair enough. I'm just saying Bow Wow has
And in fairness, by the way, this isn't some indictment or judgment of the culture. Listen, if you've got 20 friends that are couples, you probably think 5 or 6 of your buddies, oh boy, probably shouldn't have done that.
I would just say this, young man, don't listen to me.
Yeah.
But listen to Bow Wow.
Listen to your heart, I would say, E. Listen to your heart.
Don't listen to your heart. Sometimes the head's got to make a better decision than the heart.
No predictions, though, on whether or not they hit hit marriage lane there? Are they going to walk down the aisle? Or
Now, so far, we've been wrong about, in fairness, we were right about Brit.
Poor Brit.
Poor Brit.
We did it out of sweetness.
Yeah, but we were wrong about Kelsey and Tay-Tay. They're still together. However you want to rule it.
Still feels like a grift to me.
However you want to rule it.
They've done it for a long time.
Yeah. However you want to rule it. It's been.
And the NBA player was Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
Oh, see, and that's a good popular one. See, so that's like, I think she'd trade up.
Yeah.
I will say this. No matter how Hicken characterizes Travis Hunter, Anthony Edwards is a more handsome man. I'm just saying.
You think so?
Maybe, what's her name? Leela? What's her name?
Leanna.
Maybe Leanna's got eyes.
I don't know. She's got dollar signs.
Yeah, well, the dollar sign. I got news for Leanna knows this as well. That Travis Hunter can play football for the rest of for 100 years. He ain't going to make Anthony Edwards money for the next 10.
No. No, but they'll all have enough money.
I'm guessing, by the way, that what's her name, Leanna? Leanna hopefully will get a cold splash of water from Anthony Edwards saying, "Baby, you ain't my league."
Yeah,
that's what he needs. Yeah, you ain't my league, honey. You stay with those college boys.
Would it bother you if you're a T-Wolves fan, Anthony Edwards comes out and says he's happy for Karl Anthony Towns coming in his home old place and knock down 30? That's my dog.
I would bother me if he said it after losing a game that you're happy that the other guy beat you. That would bother me. Yeah. We're not playing AAU hoops here, dude. We're not. It's not summer league. It's an NBA game. We all paid a lot of money to come, and now find out you're happy that you lost.
Mm-hmm.
Because, at the end of the day, it was that performance that did it. You throw the. You know what I'm tired of?
What are you
really tired of? I'm tired of immediately throwing every box score into the AI and letting it throw out some analytic stat that applies to this and only this, making every single moment in game seem like it's the most unbelievable thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And the latest is that Karl Anthony Towns 32 and 20 last night. Like the only guys to do it in their first trip back to a team they used to play for, except for Kareem and someone.
I'd like to see you give Karl Anthony Towns a little more credit.
Cat.
The New York Knicks a little credit for that victory last night over a very good T-Wolves team.
Well, no, I'm not.
I noticed you guys didn't turn out so well against Wemby.
I know who we played in that NBA Cup about a week ago on the road, though, and how that one went.
Well, are you still looking up at us?
I'm not looking up at anyone.
You're not looking up?
No. You don't get to not play NBA fan for 20 years and then suddenly get all like,
what about that?
Get all proprietary in the power rankings here. So yeah,
What about that?
I'm gonna go ahead and shut that one down.
We are the New York Knicks. I got a stat of the day.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm not afraid to wheel it out either.
His name is Hicken. He's got a knowledge addiction. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
All right, I'm going to get this from some Daniel Griffiths. The Jaguars' interior offensive linemen have combined to allow 70 total pressures on 1,506 collective pass block snaps. Good for the second lowest pressure rate, allowed 4.7 by any team's interior offensive line. The Jaguars are also one of just 4 teams with at least 3 interior offensive linemen allowing a pressure rate at or below 5%.
You brought up a really good point.
Jets, Dallas, Denver, and the Jags.
You bring up a good point because it speaks to the real failure of Doug Peterson and his coaching acumen.
Okay.
Because if your units are performing, Dan, there is no reason not to move the ball.
Right.
There's no reason. You have no excuse to not produce unless the other coach is smarter or better than you. It's a winners league. It's a very, exclusive club. There are 32 football minds. And there's a power ranking of football minds. Football minds that are better win. Football minds that are lesser lose. And our guys' football mind power ranking goes gone from 6th to 9th to 12th to 20th to whatever we are now. Total confidence lost. Unsavable situation.
Well,
we need a reboot.
The interesting part is that we can pass block. We can't run block.
What about, like, to Jeff's point?
Walker Little is 32nd out of 80. Ezra Cleveland, 44th. Mitch Morris, 36 out of 43. Brandon Sheriff, 60 out of 79. Anton, 65 out of 80.
We had to get Tony on. You can ask him on Monday. That makes no sense to me. I mean, if you're a kick A offensive lineman, it shouldn't be that big a difference whether you're backing up or moving forward. That is weird.
It is weird.
To Jeff's point, though,
Yes, sir.
as far as saying, like, we can't move the ball, what if their guys are just better than ours?
Yeah, but you're winning your matchups. That stat tells you that. Right? I mean, their guy's better than ours. It doesn't matter. You're getting the protection you need. I'm thinking strictly offense here, not defense.
Okay.
Because I'm talking about an offense that was getting you 11 a game before last week. And your Doug Peterson has been around for a long time. Been a coach, an offensive coordinator, top staff on winning teams. He's won a Super Bowl himself. He's handpicked and told us how much he knows about offense and who should call plays and whether it matters. And week after week after week, he's getting taken to the woodshed. From a coaching standpoint, from a game plan standpoint, the other guys do things better than we do constantly, week after week after week. Are there player issues and mistakes? You bet. We're a train wreck. So there's a lot going wrong. But there's whatever's going right isn't being capitalized on. Right? And now at the end of the year and having to listen to explanations about losing football, it just becomes like headache inducing. Like to listen, buddy, I've been here all year. When you talk about like we've been trying to force feed or grow Brian Thomas into us, what? We were here when he had 0 targets through 3 quarters like a month ago. Stop it. Anywho, there you go. By the way, Dan, this is for you via the text line Design My Lifetime and Closers.
Thank you.
This is a headline ET from Us Magazine.
Okay.
Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter had a girlfriend when he was sent first to DM to fiance Leanna.
Young college kid.
I'm just saying, it looks like it's not like she swooped in and took advantage of him. If he reached out, door open, here she comes. Black Widow's crawling off. There you go. Just peeps checking in with some Us Weekly headlines.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Poor T. Hunter. It's, yeah. I don't know what to tell you on that one. That's, yeah.
E, can you answer this? I mean, lest I start to question your culture credentials when it comes to gatekeeping.
Don't you dare
question. This from the text line, not defending Travis Hunter, girl, but the streets saying that post is fake.
No, I mean, hey, it could be.
You could be barking Bow Wow and it wasn't Bow Wow barking. Huh?
It could be. You just never know these days.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm just saying, we're just going with what Bow Wow told us. Okay,
but we're also
going based on Bow Wow though.
Bow Wow's the one that brought it up.
No, I'm saying it's a fake post.
No,
Bow Wow's post ain't fake.
No, they're saying
the Us Weekly.
She said she did. They're saying,
Yeah, they're saying the comment is fake.
Yeah. No.
No. Oh, no. Bow Wow is commenting on something that wasn't real.
Correct.
So the post of her under Anthony Edwards you're saying now isn't real.
That's what they're saying.
Well, that also changes things.
Well, it does a little bit. Does a little bit. We just, look, we got to do what we got to do, okay?
I mean, the text line, no holds barred. Leanna's what the fellas like to call the jump off, and Hunter doesn't realize you're supposed to upgrade.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. George is getting ready
to spread the knowledge. You just spreading the knowledge.
Jump off.
Let's take a break. We'll come back, talk about Georgia Bulldogs. No Carson Beck.
Yeah, that's good. I want to look at some of the other matchups.
And then we got the Friday 5-pack.
Oh, today?
Yeah,
it's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Let's take it down the field and win it.
It's a different kind of Sunday drive.
10th play of the drive here.
Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville brings you the drive of the game.
Here's the ball game.
On 1010XL.
Hey, John, are you a small business owner looking to make the most of your investments?
Absolutely. And now is the time to take advantage of some incredible tax deductions.
You can qualify for a 2024 tax deduction for up to 60% of the purchase price of a brand new Cadillac.
Think Escalade, Lyric, Optic, XT5, and XT6.
We have over 100 in stock at Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville. It's the perfect time to upgrade your business fleet.
This is not tax advice. Consult with your tax advisor for further details and to determine eligibility, plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resist all and approved credit.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. They love this time of the year. We all do, right? It's December. It's a holiday season. Faith, family, our homes, football. Zero Res is grateful for all y'all, the good people of Jacksonville. They want to thank you to get your house clean for the holidays, man. And they'll get your carpets, your tile and grout, your Oriental rugs. $49 a room for your carpet. 25% off your tile and grout. And Gerard, the certified master rug cleaner, is ready to take care of those Oriental rugs and treat them with tender love and care and give you 25% off as well. It's Zero Res, man. You spell it forward, you spell it backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Shania Twain.
Let's go, girls.
Live in Jacksonville. Shania Twain. One incredible show. Live at Daly's Place, July 29th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit ShaniaTwain.com.
Right out of this world.
Googa Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pre-Game Friday, built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes and Cohen.
It's holiday time at Best Bet St. Augustine and Orange Park. Get ready for thrilling promotions and tournaments all month long. Don't miss the 12 days of Christmas high hands with over $330,000 in payouts and the Clockwork Cash Out Table Games promotion, giving away $300 in cash every 15 minutes on select weekends. Celebrate the season with nonstop excitement at Best Bet. For all the details, head over to bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
What to get, friends, family, and loved ones this holiday? Prosper here, listen to The Drill, now through Christmas, to win gifts from our holiday gift guide sponsors. Each winner eligible to win a grand prize of $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Looking for an affordable and fast oil change? Well, Big Chief Tire has you covered. Frank Frangie here. Right now, take $10 off your next oil change at any of their 5 convenient locations. Their skilled technicians will keep your car running smoothly so you can hit the road with confidence. Whether it's routine maintenance or a more extensive service, Big Chief Tire is here to help. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and take advantage of this great deal. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are cool.
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
David here with Royal Pest Services. Here's a special message from our president.
Thanks, David. This is Jordan Harrington, president of Royal Pest Services. We'd like to thank everyone who has trusted Royal Pest for their pest control needs this year. Wishing all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Royal Pest family.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I tell you what.
Where I play golf isn't all that great. My best round is a 108. My clubs and shoes are a little whack, and my friends are just as crazy as me. I didn't go to Nice High School. Surfer girls never looked at me. Got a crush on Tiger Woods, and he thinks that I'm creepy.
Yeah.
That's where I wanna be.
That's way back. That was Baselli was with us then.
You like that one, E?
I like that one.
Oh, my gosh.
What's wrong with the mogul?
I was thinking about JK67 yesterday. I spoke to the St. Augustine Sports Club driving back there by Polizia. I was thinking about old Clocky.
Clocky. He'll call in. He'll check in. Hey, I saw a funny moment that Inside the NBA always tickles me, and I don't watch it near enough. And but I just saw a clip on social media. Did you see it? So Kenny's like, Kenny has a tradition, okay? And it's Christmas time, and he's like, I got you guys your Christmas presents. Okay. Like, yeah, Christmas presents. And he walks over to get them, and he goes, come on, guys, hurry up. We don't got all day. This one's too big for me to carry, Chuck. Shaq, get on over here. Shaq comes walking up. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. And he goes, which one is it? It's that blue one right there. And he starts walking back in to get the blue one because it's back in. And Kenny shoves him, and he falls into the tree, which ever since he fell into the tree a couple years ago, every year.
Shaq fell into the tree one year? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
So every year, Kenny gets him into the tree.
So without him, Shaq's not in on it?
Not in on it.
And he just keeps falling for it year after year. He doesn't tie it together.
Shaq went tumbling into the tree.
Was he ticked? He's going to get ticked one of these times, isn't he?
He gets mad
He
all
can't
the
get
time.
out. He can't get out.
He can't catch him
He was
anyway.
too deep into the tree. He was way back in there, and they're just laughing.
And when Shaq falls, he falls so slow. It's so funny.
Yeah. He's a big man.
Big dude. Gosh,
He's
a
got to
big
be
dude.
pushing 4 bills, man.
But anyway, that tickled me last night. All right, so no Carson Beck. We don't think for the playoffs, most likely, right?
I don't think we need to use most likely.
He's going to get surgery.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't think we have to use likely or think or any of these things. Carson Beck has a major elbow injury that just happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He will not play competitive football for months.
Right. So
yeah, that's
so. First off, I feel for the young man because now this changes everything
for him, especially.
Yeah,
It just throws your whole
the worst
future into
timing
doubt.
ever. Like, what happens? Where do you go? What do you do? I mean, it's just that's the down. It was one of the.
What was Georgia's natural succession plan? Do we even know? I mean, it's not Gunnar Stockton, is it? Is it Rashada? Who is it?
Most thought that
is Rashada lived up to it. Why is he not being considered? I mean, I think I would for a playoff, right?
I don't know.
Credit Nick Saban. What did he do the year that he had a good quarterback who had been successful in Hurts? He went to the freshman in the second half of the title game. I mean, I don't know, man. Kirby also is not.
That was an interesting time because the word was, if I remember correctly, that Tua was transferring if he didn't play. It was in a dicey situation.
Okay.
And Hurts had been a little off with the throwing and stuff, and so it worked out. And then Hurts.
Well, it worked out though because regardless of why or what they were saying, he was better and he sparked a win.
Yeah, but Hurts handled it so well. Then Hurts came back the next year and won the SEC championship.
I get all that. My point is,
who's a better pro? I mean,
I'm talking about Georgia's quarterback options for the playoffs.
But I thought you were saying that Tua was better.
I'm saying it's a bold move to go to a freshman quarterback late in the year. That's nothing to do with who's better or worse, then or now. I'm saying that if they're just going to naturally let the job fall to Gunnar Stockton as if it's week 6 and you're playing Mississippi State this week.
Right.
And again, Kirby Smart's forgotten more football than we know. He's an excellent coach. I'm sure he's thought all these out. There's been no... Let me ask you this. Is it fair to does it give you any pause for Rashada's?
Well, it's awful early.
Ceiling?
I don't know.
Well, I will say this. It may be awful early, but Florida's playing a true freshman quarterback. You think Georgia would like to have DJ Lagway this weekend or, next weekend?
Sure they
Point being, is Gunnar Stockton enough to win a natty? Maybe he is. He's won with that kind of guy.
Maybe in college football because it's so whatever and everybody can go everywhere. Maybe we as Florida, as a football program, can benefit. We'll give you Lagway for the playoffs, but you have to give us 4 or 5-star freshmen that we pick off your roster.
That probably won't. Yeah. No, I'm not even. Yeah, I wouldn't risk them not sending him back. Yeah.
We'll give you Lagway.
Yeah,
because
this is right
only
now
for the playoffs.
Florida's
so
football. There have always been saviors. Spurrier was a savior of football. The first time that Florida got good, you could almost argue that Tebow was the savior of that second regeneration because when he left, so did the success.
Mm-hmm.
And this third generation too. This isn't a Billy Napier storyline. It's a DJ Lagway storyline. Napier's storyline will be written by how effectively does he replace DJ Lagway.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to fall into success with Lagway. Look. Too early for predictions. I think they're a 9-win football team next year.
Oh, okay.
And I think if they're less than that, it's disappointing and surprising.
There's a little disappointment with football this weekend. It's a great weekend. But, and Albert Breer's written about it, the NFL and college football should have worked together on this week.
We said this, pounded this yesterday, screamed this yesterday. Last week it was an open. You should have put them on that week.
Yeah. Well, we had 3 games. You got 1 game tonight, college football playoff, and then 3 tomorrow. You could have worked it out to where all of them were, in the broadcast window. But whatever, nobody cares.
People are asking, can Beck come back next year? Yes. He has eligibility left. I'm not sure that Beck and Georgia will stay together.
Right.
Even if he stays in college, it might be as a 1-year deal somewhere else. And because here's why. Everything that they've done and said and acted, decisions you've made, conversations you've had, I'm sure have all been centered around this being Carson Beck's last year in Georgia. So how that translates to your relationships with coaches and teammates and this and that and the other can paint you into a corner in just a little bit. Like, I bet you there's not assurances if Carson Beck were to come back now that he would be the starter. Whereas obviously those assurances were there this year and really were there the year before. So I don't, and again, these are suggestions. They're not, these aren't facts. I'm not reporting this, but I bet those are the elements that go into it.
Well, going back to Carson, he's got some decisions to make. Like if he gets surgery, then he misses all kinds of stuff. Does he just roll the dice and see where he gets drafted? He falls in the draft, obviously. I mean, he's not going to be.
I saw him in the 3rd round, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where he's going to end up, but he's not going to be a top 5 pick, okay? So he can go that route, right? He can go back to Georgia, or he can go someplace else and make 2 or. And the problem is now, not problem, the benefit for him now is why not go why not?
Well, there's one obvious. Why not Dan Lanning in Oregon?
Yeah, do they have one for next year? I don't know who they have there.
Well, Dylan Gabriel's leaving. I don't know who they have. I doubt they have a guy who's as ready built and familiar with. I don't know their quarterback situation to your point. I don't,
that's what I mean. I don't know.
I don't recall any of the top quarterbacks choosing Oregon in the last few years. That could have happened, but I don't remember the recruiting headlines screaming that. I don't know who's next in command.
A UCLA transfer quarterback Dante Moore is expected to take over the job next season with 2025 commit Achilles Smith Jr. behind him.
Wow, already got a junior? See, is Dante Moore better than Carson Beck? I'd say no.
Dante Moore is a pretty big get way back when.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's, again, one thing about Carson, these other...
They all say, the Georgia fans would tell me Gunnar Stockton's better than Rashad. It's always been the plan that he would replace.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. So,
Yeah.
and I hope it came across that I was asking that as a question, and I'm not in any way criticizing Kirby. I don't know, but it's surprising that Rashad's name doesn't even come up, just as it was that Clay Millens didn't when the Gators were trotting out a unexpected quarterback. I'm still, when it comes to the football playoff, I'm the one big important topic that can't be rationally and logically discussed and agreed upon. It still bothers me.
What's that?
Well, it's just and again, this is not a conversation about this year's field and who could be in and who shouldn't. It's about a bigger overall part of the process that's always going to be there. And how hard it is to knock back the natural instinct of fans and media, like that the most important definition of your football team measured against all others is the number on the right side of your dash. And it's just not true. And it's impossible to move the majority off of the one-loss record trumping anything and everything else in your evaluation. And I don't know if a bigger field helps or matters, but college football has got to do something to formalize and put some structure to how you make the playoffs and take it out of this ridiculous land of opinion, because it's just not accurate.
I don't think it's that big a deal. And
You don't. I know.
And I don't think and there is a way to make it. You win your conference.
Well, that's not the same for everyone. You tell Boise State to win their conference. That's not the same directive you're giving Ole Miss.
You don't have to give them a top 4 seed.
Still.
But otherwise.
Still. I mean, just go win your conference. That's not the same
pretty much
everywhere you're looking.
Pretty much if you come in second in the SEC, you're getting in.
Yeah.
Pretty much if you come in third in the SEC. So you're taking me down.
I'm not
to
talking about the SEC.
5th place.
I'm talking about in general.
Okay, but who cares? It's 12 teams.
I'll tell you who cares, Dan.
It's going to go to 16.
I'll tell you who
so
cares.
you'll get 4 more teams in, and then you'll
care. I tell you who cares. South Carolina cares.
Yeah.
Florida would care. If we were 9-3, this would be an exact opposite argument. That's what I'm saying.
Don't be 5th or 6th. It's so much. Well, it's so much different than like last year with FSU 13-0.
Well, there's more involved this year. More team. I mean, you've muddled it more.
It's not muddled. There's 12 teams. 12 whole teams got in. If you're not one of the top 12, you didn't get in. Too bad. So sad.
Yeah, I hear you. It's again, my argument isn't about this year's field. It's about a topic that, if college football is going to continue this way, I wish would be resolved better.
Well, they are. They're going to guarantey they go to 16. So
I get it.
More. We'll get 5-loss teams. It'll be like the NFL.
Well, you'll never get a 5-loss team in. But
you might have 32 teams at one point once they realize the ratings and the money.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have 32. But if you do, I still don't think a 5-loss team gets in, even at 32. Whatever. That's never mind. There's certain sports debates, that just end up in just holier than thou insults and name calling. So, and this is one that heads that way, and it's an old tired one. It doesn't matter until it does, and it'll matter when they come for you.
Well, let's come back.
So that's all I'm saying, and I think it should. The one. My favorite metaphor on this topic that I'll use again is that if you go by Jordan Creek tomorrow from the red tees and you shoot 66, and ET goes to TPC and plays the back tees and shoots 70, you didn't have a better golf round than he did. That's all I'm saying. That's what schedule strength is to me. It's course rating.
What does the handicap tell us on that?
Exactly. There shouldn't be a handicap in college football. That's what I mean. Handicap is what you do to dole it out, right? To literally handicap one competitor versus another.
I got the 5-pack when we come back. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Rev up your life with luxury at Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard. Right now, used car prices are 12% lower than their peak in April of 2022, making this the perfect time to drive home in a dream car. Specializing in luxury used vehicles, offering you elegance at prices that are finally coming back down to earth. See special listings in the newspaper every Saturday or online at VaughnMotorGroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day and any time. That's my doctor, Rick Townsend. Look, I've been going to Doc T for a long time, but he decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine, and I went right with him. Why? Because he's the best. You know how sometimes you need an appointment, you're not feeling good, and they say, well, we can get you in the end of next week. Well, not with Doc T, not in concierge medicine, you get him right away. Medical emergency, here's his personal phone number. He'll get back to you 7 days a week. It's like being a member of sort of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. Like I said, Doc T's best doctor I know, Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Yearly physicals, officer virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, hospital follow-ups. I can go on and on. Doc T's got you covered. Taking a limited number of clients, so check it out at mypvconcierge.com and see if it works for you. mypvconcierge.com.
Barley and Pie Brewing Company in Fleming Island is excited to announce an all-new happy hour, 7 days a week. You heard right. Every day from 3 until 6 p.m. and again from 9 until close. Barley and Pie has deals you can't resist. 2-for-1 clay lights, 2-for-1 house wines, and much more. Experience the all-new happy hour at Barley and Pie Brewing Company in Fleming Island.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barry here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barry Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarryOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barry Orthopedics.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Barry for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jax Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek rope swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
While other books make promises, my bookie delivers. ET are at my bookie, and this holiday season, they're stacking the deck in your favor with 12 days of Christmas now through the 31st. A festive lineup of can't-miss opportunities for bettors to cash in. Risk-free Thursdays, super boosts, and free bets. Weekly casino giveaways with hundreds of winners and thousands of cash prizes. All it takes is a 50-cent spin on slots to enter. With the road to New Orleans, bowl games galore, and a Christmas Day Sports Fest featuring NFL action and an NBA doubleheader, this is your season to win. The 12 Days of Christmas event is live right now. Lock in today. Use my promo code 1010XL with your first deposit, and my bookie will give you a little extra to start your holiday hot. My bookie is offering a 50% deposit bonus for 1010XL listeners. Just sign up and use my promo code 1010XL. There's a reason my bookie has been the go-to for serious bettors for 10 years. Whether it's UFC, NFL, college ball, or the casino, you can bet and win with confidence. Make your holiday season a jolly one with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jag OC Press Taylor remarked on what he's seeing from quarterback Mac Jones.
He's getting more and more comfortable. We're all getting more and more comfortable with the, how we utilize him, how we utilize the personnel within his strength.
As the Jags prepare to take on the Raiders, defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen remarked on the challenge of playing rookie sensation tight end Brock Bowers.
Really talented player and all, and he's a good blocker too. Like he gets in and he'll turn the guy and they'll get some runs behind him.
Quarterback Mac Jones says the Jags need to build on some of the positive gains the offense has been making recently.
I think we've had some good results here in terms of moving the ball and like you said, having fun, guys making plays.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack. Brought to you by MyBookie on 1010XL.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take the baseline for a walk. Keep those cymbals splashy, pros. Do you have an update on the numbers, please?
Let me see.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'm -2.
Okay.
And you're -7.
Well, then why are you asking me for the update?
It's because I like to say for you to say it. First time all year I've had the lead.
Forward your plan. You had to lead last week.
No, I didn't.
I think so.
No. You were up by 1. You were 1-4.
-4, and you went plus
and I
minus
went 4-1.
5. 4
Yeah.
5. There you go.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. I guess
Thank
I'll
you,
go
friend.
first then.
What?
Take the Gators -10. It makes sense, right? Florida -10. This game may be 38-3. One team wants to play and is at full strength and is trying to, end emphatically. And the others, best players are transferring. And the last time out, they lost 35-10 to Army. So just based on the interest and the effort put into the game, I'll lay the 10.
I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay, I had them, so there you go. We're even.
-3.5 is what I have.
That's right. All right, they have two of the top 3 defenses in the league and quarterbacks that are untested. So Tennessee, Ohio State under 46 sounds smart to me. Game's going to be 20-14, isn't it?
I thought you were going to jump on that Tennessee plus 7.5.
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
No, I didn't say that. I thought you were going to.
Nah, it's that. Again, two of the top 3 scoring defenses in all of college football.
Yeah.
And you're giving me a total of 46 at night in the cold weather?
You're taking the over or under?
Taking the under.
Okay.
All the sharps are.
I'm going to go with a little Saturday NFL ball. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs against the Houston Texans, minus 2.5.
Yeah, I don't have it at 2.5 there. I got it at like 3.5.
Do you?
So we'll check it.
All right.
I mean, that's what it's at here. Are you looking on MyBookie?
I go last night.
Last night.
So
Well,
that's
we'll see.
fine.
If it's changed, we'll go back.
So it could change.
I will.
Open to change.
All right, I pick next.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and the Cinderella storyline of an 0-1 football team comes crashing to a halt tonight in South Bend as Indiana plays the second game on their schedule this year. Game 1 didn't go so well against Ohio State. We'll see how Game 2 goes.
Now I got to root for the Hoosiers.
So, yeah, we'll take Notre Dame to, but when you check Google him, Google the loss in the playoff game for Indiana. Maybe they'll tack that on there, too. So, Signetti and the boys get beat by 20 tonight at Notre Dame.
What's the line?
7.
I'll take Clemson. Plus 12.
12.5 I've got you. See, I go both dimensions for you. Clemson, what'd you say?
Plus 12.5 against the Horns.
I just took Notre Dame minus 7. I'm running out of the games. It's a shame. I'm going to take, yeah. I'm going to take the Seahawks plus 3 at home against the Vikings because 82% of the bettors are telling me the Vikings are going to win.
Okay.
It's the only reason I'm taking it. Because I have a hard time believing the online sports books in Vegas are going to be cool with 82% of the public being right. So let me hedge a little bit. Let's go Seattle plus 3.
Okay. How many have I picked?
You picked 3.
I picked 3? I'm going to take the Jaguars.
That's awesome because I'm taking the Raiders. I don't know what the hell you're on.
Let's go!
I don't know.
Let's go!
Don't know what game we're playing, but the team sack that finds a way to lose every single game on the schedule,
Jags!
except for the Titans. This team's won 1 game since October, and it came at Tennessee against the Will Levis led.
Yeah.
Nah, the Raiders are going to beat the hell out of us. I was saving it for my last triumphant pick.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw it in right now on the heels of you taking the Jaguars plus 1.
Good.
I'll take the Raiders minus 1.
Good.
I like the head-to-head.
Yeah. I've won the last 2.
Uncle on Uncle Crime. I like that.
Oh, yeah. I got one more?
Yes, you do. See, just like that, Jags Raiders minus 3, minus 6. Boom, we're right there together.
Okay, good. I will take the Vols. I wish it was 7.5. I'd like to check that.
Okay.
But I'll take Tennessee with those points against the Ohio State in the cold. That's for you, Charlton K. Gainey. Don't let me down. Let's bring this home. Let's take this dub.
Let's see. I'm going to get you right here on Tennessee. I'm just going to check.
Check that Kansas City one, too.
I am. I'll check them all. I'm crazy that way. Okay. Yada, yada. Let's go. We got, this is super hard.
Oh, no.
Site to navigate.
Oh,
For
no.
somebody that tries to make their money getting you to put money on these games, it would behoove them to like get you through it and do it a lot better than
Oh,
it.
no.
7.5 you get on Tennessee.
Yeah. Give me that half. Give me that hook.
Clemson, and sorry, it's 12. You lose a half on Clemson.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And then what was the other one? The Chiefs?
Chefs.
Okay. What do we got here?
Against the Houston Texans.
Bada bing, bada bang.
Gotta let this music soak into your soul.
There's nothing wrong with it,
Dave
man.
Brubeck, the late great Dave Brubeck of the Take 5 Quartet.
Okay, somehow.
Classic.
3.
3?
Yep.
All right.
Be back in the
We'll
half.
take that.
You lost that half again, too.
That's fine.
In other words, I gave you totally faulty information at every turn. That's this week's Friday 5-pack. Wish me well, gang. I'm on a boat. Boats and ho-ho-hos for the kid. I'll make sure to get those picks in because, the lust they're going to have for me to miss next Friday's window will be palpable from the South Caribbean.
I don't mind.
This is the drill.
Might behoove you to keep picking now.
I got 5.
I know. No, I mean for next week.
Oh, yeah. You don't
You're
let
on
me
a
do
heater.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How am I getting on a heater?
You're not.
I'm terrible.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We need that to keep rolling.
Here's what I'm looking for. 0-5, 5-0, baby.
I know. Could happen.
The Grinch that stole
There's
the
only 3
5-pack.
weeks left.
I'm aware.
That's it.
Yeah. Thankfully, we're just 2.5 games separate us.
There you go.
It takes, I need a 1-3-1 versus 1-2-3.
All right.
I don't know what I need. I need to get something better than 1-4 every week. This is the drill. Back with the Gator Bowl, folks. Next on 1010XL.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Uncover what you might have missed.
He's quick. He's got great hands. He finds the gaps.
Dandy Foods Post-Game Monday.
And most importantly, he moves the chains.
Expert analysis of Sunday's game all day. Post-Game Monday. Brought to you by Dandy Foods on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Fellas, what's good? It's your boy E to the T here, and give yourself and your partner the gift of better love making this holiday season. Let me make it a little easier for you. Get yourself some Blue Chew. They have a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin. And you can Blue Chew all online too. They have licensed medical professionals to help you find the right prescriptions and strengths. You don't even have to go to the doctor's office or the pharmacy. And when they mail it to you, it comes right to your front door in a discreet package. Nobody will even know what you got going on. And did I mention they're made right here in the US of A? Blue Chew has a great offer for you this holiday season too. How does free sound? Go to BlueChew.com, consult with a licensed medical provider, and get your first month for free. That's right, I said it, free. Turn that holiday stress into some holiday cheer. Just chew it and do it. Visit BlueChew.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. If you've ever wondered why some jewelry stores and department stores always have a sale going at 50 to 75% off, there's a good reason. Because most of the time, they're not real sales. The prices are marked up so they can sell the piece at a big discount and still make the profit they need. If you wanted to find a realistic sales event, the store wouldn't run a year-round sale and the discounts would be a little more realistic. For example, Underwoods puts all of our diamond solitaire necklaces and ear studs on sale in December at 15% below the prices we sell at the rest of the year. So there's a genuine savings to the customer. We also take trade-ins, so it's the ideal time to buy for someone looking to grow their pendant or ear studs up to a larger size. Now at Underwoods, we don't run a lot of sales. But when we do, they're real and a good time to buy. So come see us at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Mia O'Brien
is going to be the first woman president of the United States of America.
Catch me weekdays from noon to 2 on Helmets and Heels.
And she could run later this year even, and I would vote for her.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Jeff Norman.
And I'm Mike Jones.
And we are the owners of Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning.
With the holiday season upon us, we want to take a moment to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and say thank you to our amazing customers.
We're so grateful for the trust you place in us each year. It's been a pleasure serving you, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday season with family and friends.
And remember, if you have any issues, we'll be here to help throughout the holidays and beyond.
Merry Christmas from all of us at Duck Duck Rooter.
The 1010XL Restaurant of the Day.
Moss Fire Grill in Riverside. Happy hour 3 to 7 with drafts, margaritas, and handcrafted bites starting at only $5. Moss Fire Grill.
See you on the rooftop.
There's still time to grab a mouth-watering holiday roast at Southern Steer Butcher in Ortega. Come for the roast and leave a hero with last-minute gift cards for the whole fam.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Frank Frangie here for Karis Wealth Planning. If you're looking for a company to truly help you make your money work for you, why not try a group who's been doing it successfully for almost a quarter of a century? Karis will truly bring together all the pieces of your financial world and develop a comprehensive plan to really help you secure your future. So call Karis today at 904-598-3585 or log on to Karis, that's KERAS.nm.com. Make your money work for you with Karis Wealth Planning.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen. Energy efficient, custom built replacement windows and doors. Right now, buy one window or patio door and get one 40% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. The first 50 customers get a free True Screen upgrade, but this offer expires December 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park Airport Parking. After the turbulent start for Florida this season, head coach Billy Napier is glad the seniors will have an opportunity for a bold victory.
We've got a group of seniors that have done a lot for this place that you want to see off the right way. I think there's an obligation from the young players and the coaches to try to do that.
You can hear the game live today, starting at 12:30 on 1010XL AM. The 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers will face the 6-8 Dallas Cowboys on Sunday evening. For Dallas, a loss could mean playoff elimination. For the Bucs, it'll bring them that much closer to clinching their division. Our other pro teams around the state in the NBA Thursday evening, the Orlando Magic fell to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Miami Heat will play the Thunder this evening at home. In the NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning got the win over the St. Louis Blues. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9 a.m. and it's 55 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, I love college ball talk, and we got Andy King, and we've got Greg McGarity from the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. We're getting ready for a couple weeks, right? Couple weeks, guys, coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When do the teams come? Do we still do like a full week down here? How does that work, Greg? And how do you guys plan that out with the teams as we get ready for Duke and Ole Miss?
Duke's coming the 28th, and
Okay.
Ole Miss is flying in on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll practice at UNF.
Mhm.
Ole Miss will, and Duke will go to Fernandina Beach High School. But we don't really overschedule.
Mhm.
They'll go to Mayport one day and tour one of the ships in port, and then they'll go to Topgolf
for an afternoon, and then that's it, because they love to enjoy their time staying at two great places and just enjoy the downtime.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful area, and they get to see a lot of the cool things. Now, we have tickets. How many tickets do we have to give away here, E?
We got a family 4-pack.
We got a family 4-pack that we'll give away at the end of this segment, just because we can, because we know people.
A family 4-pack and a parking pass and post-game field access.
Yes.
Oh, we hooking them up.
Oh, okay. We got a parking pass?
Parking pass.
Okay. Good gracious. All you got to do is come on out and enjoy some football, and that's a fun night coming up, and a night game under the lights, the only game on. So bowl games are different, man. I mean, I do think going forward, Greg, and I've said this to you guys a couple times, and I believe this. I think that the college football is going to have to work more closely with the cities to get the matchups that everybody wants to have if the bowl games are going to succeed. Look, they're made for TV events. I get it. We're watching bowl games now, but the attendance will continue to fall, I think, a little bit, won't it?
Unless you have an anchor team that can drive here.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think that's one push that you'll see from all bowl directors is proximity matters.
Yeah.
And I think that's got to rule the day, because if Florida had ended up here, there's no telling what the crowd would have been. But
I'll be curious to see what they do. We were saying the other day,
talking about
the Gasparilla Bowl.
That's today, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we'll get a good indication of kind of what they would have brought. I think they would have brought more here.
Yeah, for sure.
A little closer, and it's a bigger
event, night game.
Yeah. But still, we're going to get a good indication of what kind of draw they will be, because Tulane, I can't imagine going to bring
not a lot
big numbers. But
and they're playing. They're again. You also deal with the opt-outs, and Tulane's best player
got decimated.
Yeah. So
in fact, Tulane's quarterback went to Duke.
Yes.
So Duke ended up.
Why doesn't
we
he
thought
play?
they were going down.
Can he be eligible for this bowl
and
game?
he's supposedly the best quarterback in the portal. So Duke ended up coming out with even better quarterback. So Duke's going to be good next year.
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move.
They're a good team.
What kind of crowd do you expect in Tampa today? Do you think they'll have? I don't think they'll be packed.
I think they'll fill the lower level.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll go upper deck. 3:30 on a Friday.
Yeah.
It's really not a good time.
Right.
But I think Florida fans will show up. So I think it'll be a respectable crowd.
I judge it by this. Like, my daughter lives in Tampa, and she went to Florida. And she doesn't go to, one game every couple years. She'll go to Gainesville to go see people, but not go to the game. She's that kind of fan, which is fine, but she watches. But she said, "Oh, Dad, I'm going to the game." I said, "Really?" She goes, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "But I have an appointment at 1:30 and 2:30. I'll probably get there at about 4 minutes." As long as you're going, baby.
Is there a bigger indicator of what the bowls have become when it comes to like ESPN and the TV program about when they put them? If you really wanted people in your stands, you wouldn't play a bowl game on a Tuesday afternoon at 2:30 in the afternoon, like we'll see here. And it's a little bit different in the context of the holiday week. Yeah. Between Christmas and New Year's, and people are off, and you're more traditionally watch the Sun Bowl at 2:30. But when you're playing bowl games at 3:30 on a Friday afternoon, what do you expect?
It's just filling TV content.
That's what it is. It's a TV show.
It's a TV show, because ESPN owns 41 of the 43 bowls.
Wow. Just flat out.
They own them all.
Oh, I know they own the TV rights, but man. Yeah. Oof.
And some of the really lower level bowls get like 3 cameras. 3 cameras, and they get like be you and me doing the broadcast.
The Bahamas Bowl.
Hey, welcome. Gasparilla, excited to be here.
Yeah.
So tell me about Duke and Ole Miss. Talk to me about, the matchup. Talk to me a little bit about Andy, about, Lane Kiffin is always fun to have around.
Well, we're going to have him in a fireside chat that you are hosting.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
tough questions coming. You better get ready.
I am looking forward to that.
Toe to toe.
Because that's kind of his main interview, I think, that he's going to do.
Yeah, he'll be better than me then.
While he's there.
He's better than me at this.
So you need to prep for that.
I do.
I mean, I know you're extensive on your prep for every show, but this needs to be extra.
He may come and say, Andy would be the kind of come shake his head after we're done. And he goes, "Man, you really bombed."
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to give you a thumbs up.
That wasn't very good.
Yeah,
that wasn't very good at all.
There's nothing you could do to make it a good show.
What kind of questions were you asking him up there? I mean, Lane, let's talk about the young lady that you're currently seeing.
That's always interesting. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fun.
He's a legend.
Oh, he's great. And
Yeah.
and you know what? He's opinionated, which you got to love. I mean, listen, he tells it like it is.
Yeah, we had him on for the a call last week, and he gave us a soundbite about. We talked about.
Yeah, we all
that.
it went
That's
national.
been bouncing around like all over nationally.
Yeah,
that was about the portal opening between the end of the season and the
NFL,
playoff
free agency, and how that compared to
bowl game. Not as much, but some of these playoff teams are. I mean, the Texas situation. It's amazing. Here's Texas having the most special year they've had in a long time. They've been a favorite all year long, and less than a week from a playoff, there's still yuck around the quarterback deal.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, because Ewers is being told to go back, and I'm pretty. I guess until he goes up to coach and says, "Hey, I want to come back." That's where the coach has to say, "Okay, you can come back, but you're going to have to compete, or Arch is going to have the job."
Look, in fairness. Arch has to play next year. When you had your chance, I gave you 2 years with a hot shot. I mean, if we'll wish you well in the pro, you can stay here and back up. If you want to go play somewhere, you can. But come on, man.
Now
it's not like the NFL where you can sit, Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers for 2 or 3 years and still have him for 10. But you only got him for a little bit of time.
But the beauty for those kids, guys, and you guys can talk about it, is he can go somewhere else and he'll get $2 or $3 million.
Well, that's true too. You also get paid to go.
That's true. That's
true. That makes a difference. And to circle back to Carson Beck a little bit, why wouldn't you go to Miami and get 2.5 instead of going to the NFL and getting 1.4? And that's if he's a high draft pick.
Greg, I saw this yesterday, and I don't know if I haven't confirmed it, but it was on Twitter, so it must be true. Every quarterback in the SEC made more money this year than Brock Purdy.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Every starting
question.
Every starting quarterback.
Absolutely. No doubt. Wow. No doubt about it.
It's not even getting
Think about that.
Yeah, they've got to rate it. Listen, there is nothing in the history of society of people that without structure lasts. There's no structure in college football. We can laugh and this will go away. No, it won't. It's either going to completely disintegrate or we're going to get some structure and some direction and how you can't. This will never survive. It can survive for a small time. It will. It'll survive for, like a lot of things, for 2 or 3 years. Then ultimately, you've got to have some sort of structure and regulation to all of these. There's more than one issue, from the NIL to the portal to all these different things. It's just it's a mess.
Yeah, what we just talked about before we got on the show, we talked about private equity money buying college teams.
Which is going to happen.
And they came out with valuations. I think Ohio State had the number one valuation over $1 billion. When you get that kind of money into it.
I'll give you one that somebody mentioned. I spoke to a sports club yesterday, and someone came up to me afterward, and they asked me this question. And it made me, I never, ever thought about it. I told them, you know what? I wish you'd asked me this in the summer. We could do a whole segment of sports radio this summer on this topic. But just something to keep in mind. The sports model everywhere but United States is that the professional franchise has them from third grade.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Jaguars were the thing, and like second graders would play for the St. Lucie Jaguars or and they grow their systems. I mean, are we just too big and too spaced out and too varied to do that here for that to become here? And I think it's more of a soccer model than but it's in other sports now. It's becoming that way in other sports.
I just think to your point you made earlier, there's no one in charge.
That's right.
I mean, and when you have no structure, like you said, chaos exists.
And the chaos can only last for so long before it destroys something.
Exactly right.
I want to go back to what Lane Kiffin said with you two guys, because I have a question about that. So, he had a good point, right? He was talking about how, the playoffs come. But my question is this. Malik Murphy goes into the transfer portal, the Duke quarterback.
Right.
Had a great year. Helped Duke go get 8 wins. Big reason why they're at the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
Yeah.
But did he leave because he knew the Tulane kid was coming? Or did he leave because he thought he could get more money? Because he ended up at Oregon State. I first read a week ago he's going to Kentucky. So I also don't know that story. There's so much going on here. I don't know.
Well, I think agents are involved.
Yes.
I think handlers. So that's where it all happens.
Good point.
You're not transferring unless you kind of know where you're going.
Right.
So I think a lot of this is already pre-planned.
Yes.
It's not supposed to happen.
That's called tampering, but it's okay.
Exactly.
But everybody does it. So why you have to do it?
And you hear some coaches at some of the lower level schools that are feeders into these Power 4 conferences. They all talk about tampering.
Yeah.
Again, nobody's in charge.
No structure.
No structure.
You're allowed to go to UA. Marshall fans who have supported the team through crappy teams for years after years, finally get a team that's going to go to a bowl, but you allow the coach to leave and the players in mass to just leave the program. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
All right.
It is ridiculous.
Next question. Why couldn't the kid from Tulane, Mensa is his last name, quarterback,
smart guy,
made his decision.
Thank you.
You get the reference.
Little dad joke.
Made his decision a couple weeks ago. He's at Duke. Why couldn't he go through the 12, 15 practices and play the game?
Probably because he's not enrolled at the institution there.
But does it matter?
No.
I mean, let's be honest. It's not student athletes anymore.
Well, hold on a second. You know what? You just brought up a great point.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell me the college athlete this year that was, just staggered the fan base because he was ruled academically ineligible for this week or semester? It's a big fat zero. Top players used to get pulled out of bowl games. They were academically ineligible. They're academic. First 3 weeks of the season, some guy would be 3 weeks off, academically ineligible. When's the last time a prospect signed and we said, unfortunately, he's academic? I'm sure they still are. We're just not allowed to say it anymore. It's unfair to.
We used to have missed class attendance policy at Georgia.
Yeah. I bet they don't anymore.
They don't even check anymore.
Yeah.
They don't even go to class anymore. I think it's all online, and so much of this is remote that the scholar athlete, the scholar part is gone. They're just athletes and professional athletes now.
Greg, they used to say, like, Notre Dame. Notre Dame used to always use, we academically, we can't get that kid in. Is that gone now?
I think it's been relieved a good bit to be competitive. There's no doubt about it.
Notre Dame doesn't have this talent if they're not playing by the same.
There was always that. He can't.
Yeah, and back in the day, it was more true then, but they also had a bigger advantage then. I think Notre Dame survived for a lot of years. If you were a big Catholic lineman anywhere from New Jersey to Minnesota, you were going to Notre Dame. I
think you have to give Brian Kelly a little bit of credit, though, because I think he battled for a long time to get those restrictions eased for sure on the academic part.
This is sitting today with Freeman and what he's facing is different than Lou Holtz and Kelly and others. I think that's fair.
And the transfer piece, I know Virginia struggles getting students to transfer there because Virginia does hold to academic standards as far as kids, and their head coach talked about that, how difficult it is. And
ultimately, that's
trying to change that to where everybody else is.
Ultimately, what's going to change is when all these things are measured and varied, they're just going to miss out when the Super League happens. That's what's going to happen. They're going to take the ones that are actually having academic standards, and maybe they can just play a brain league, and Duke and North Carolina and Vanderbilt.
But you're right, because I heard Napier say the other day, as far as student athletes, until January 8th or whenever class begins, that's when you're officially enrolled. That's why the kid couldn't play. But I would think that's silly at this point. If the kid transfers there and we got 12 practices, let's use them. It helps the bowl game, right? Why would it hurt?
It helps the team get a jump start on next year.
It helps the team get a jump start on next. There's a lot of positives to it, so why not just ease that rule? We eased every other. There are no rules.
All they have to do is challenge a lawsuit, and it'll be over.
That's right. They fold like a Chief suit, don't they?
Before we let you go, just give me a little look ahead. Look, there will be challenges going forward with our bowl and bowls like ours as far as we're going to more playoff teams, right? You're almost certain of that, aren't you?
I would think they'd go to 16.
Yeah. That's almost a
Go ahead
done
and rip
deal.
the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. So you got to feel like there's got to be a couple things that they do. Otherwise, unless ESPN is just happy with they get great ratings, people watch these bowl games. And the college football playoff ratings are going to be through the roof this weekend. So,
well, I think where we're placed in our prestige, I mean, we're been in the business for 80 years.
Yeah.
I think we're in a good place.
Yeah.
Maybe the new bowls that don't have the tie-ins to maybe the SEC might struggle a little bit. But, there's situations in Nashville. They have Iowa playing Missouri. They're, that's not really a marquee game there. So regionality has to become a huge factor in that to have an anchor team to where we can all survive.
And it's weird because you guys said that the SEC teams want to come to Florida. Yeah. And it's fine, and I'm not even predicting what's going to happen here, but I would venture a guess that if Ole Miss played in Memphis, more people would be at that game than if they played here. And so at some point, listen, Ole Miss, you wanted to play in Florida, you should have been in the Orange Bowl in the playoffs. Sorry.
Or okay, Ole Miss, you're more than welcome to come to our bowl. You're responsible for 20,000 tickets or whatever it is.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it.
We throw some of these rules
Well,
out
there
there.
used to be a number that was higher, and now they
12,000,
decreased it.
yeah.
Now it's 3,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all they
so
have to
that
buy.
changed, so that made it more difficult for the Bulls.
But again, you can't blame fans. Everything has gotten so pricey, and so that we just keep pounding the drum that if you're not first, you're last. If you're not in the playoffs, and your bowl game doesn't matter, and this player's not playing, and that one, it's all hard, man.
Just not fan friendly right now.
That's right. Right now, it's not.
Great to see you guys. Listen,
enjoyed it all year long. Andy, what's next for you? College football playoff commissioner? Is that what you shoot for after this?
Well, I'm lying.
I'd love that. He would bring some sanity to it all. I promise. And a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're giving Greg a raise next year.
Okay, good.
Very good. 641-1010 right now. Tell them what they can win. We got a family 4-pack.
Hit me up right now. I got a family 4-pack of tickets plus a parking pass plus post-game access. 904-641.
Ask Lane a question.
That could be good. That'd be worth something.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Sometimes it's a stunning performance.
3 touchdowns tonight.
Sometimes it's the guy who gets the job done.
He doesn't take a play off.
Listen from a Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
He is a difference maker now.
On 1010XL.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Hey folks, Dave Binion with Zero Res. I asked my wife what she wants for Christmas, and she said the same thing she does every year. She wants a clean home full of family and friends. That means the carpets, the tile and grout, the large oriental rug in our family room, and the huge sectional sofa that everyone loves to hang out on all need a good Zero Res cleaning. Give Zero Res a call and get your carpets cleaned for only $49 a room, and get your tile and grout cleaned for 25% off. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
If you want high quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Google Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
One of college football's most storied programs.
Get the latest from the Tallahassee Tribe on the Seminole Report.
Brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team. Stay close to the Seminoles on 1010XL.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a professional stamp licker from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Martin Celery.
Oh, gosh. I can't wait to play, Bob.
Well, let's move things along. Tell him what he's won, Johnny.
Wait, but
That's right, Marty. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we've stocked up on the remaining inventory of low-cost 2024 model air conditioners. So you win. We're passing the savings on to you.
Can I answer a question first?
We need to make room for the 25s, so we're offering great deals on AC replacements while supplies last.
Could I spin the wheel at least? I've been practicing for a year.
With last-minute deals like this, there's no question that you are
Cool!
What do I tell my kids?
There you go. Have a souvenir t-shirt.
Thanks.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Come to Monahan Jewelers' 47th annual holiday sale now with up to 30% off GIA certified diamonds and up to 40% off our entire store. Certified diamonds, gemstones, engagement rings, diamond studs, designer brands. We're not a big box store. We're your local family jeweler with an amazing hand-picked inventory for every budget, and with interest-free financing, enjoy beautiful jewelry with a low monthly payment. Support your local family jeweler this Christmas with up to 40% off our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, open 7 days a week in December.
This holiday season, give the gift of comfort and joy. Comfort food and the joy that comes with digging into a huge plate of diner favorites from Metro Diner. And to make things even more merry, now through the end of the year, they're adding on a $10 bonus card with every $50 spent on gift cards. Metro Diner gift cards are the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Friends, family, or coworkers. Stop by the diner or metrodiner.com and get all your gift shopping done easily. Happy holidays from Metro Diner.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Jacksonville contractors and business owners. Do you need chain link fence, commercial steel, or rolling doors? Frank Frangie here. Coyle & Sons has been in business in Jacksonville since 1927. They've earned the reputation of quality and specialized skill. Coyle & Sons are the ones trusted in Jacksonville by the top contractors, and they can stand on their reputation when you need almost 100 years of commercial contractor experience. So contact Coyle & Sons today. That's 904-356-4821, or visit them at coiljacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, get your towels ready. It's about to go down. We running this. Let's go. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing.
Yes. Yeah, boats and ho-ho-hos. Let's clean it up here. That's what I have, a Christmas cruise for your kids. So Merry Christmas to everyone. I won't be in next week, and everyone gets a bunch of needed rest.
PFR.
Yeah, you guys knock yourself out.
Son of a gun. I mean, E.
Yo.
Change of plans next week.
Okay, talk to me.
You're going to start the show at 6.
I'm here at 6 every day. Okay.
I know. And you're going to rock and roll. I'll be rolling in about 6:45.
Hey.
I think you're good now.
I mean, hey, it is
right?
what it is. Got to pay my dues.
You got to pay your dues. All right, listen, I want to talk about something that's a little bit uncomfortable, but we got to tackle these things at times, and so let's tackle it. So
uncomfortable.
It's a little uncomfortable because
Bring me down.
You know, the parties involved, and
they're the snarky text line is first disagrees with your Heisman. Well, they didn't. You picked Janty. Did you see this stat? Never mind. I'm not going to turn it on you. I think they just assumed as a Heisman voter that you're responsible for the winner, but you picked Janty, so that just wouldn't apply. But that 95, again, this is PFF grade, so for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Janty's 95.3 grade is higher. It's a higher PFF grade than all Heisman winners in history. And Travis Hunter's 90.3 grade is the worst PFF grade by a Heisman winner.
Okay. For which position?
So for a Heisman winner, for any position.
Yeah, but I mean, he played receiver and corner.
Well, that's his grade. I guess combined. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know.
I just think, listen.
I don't think there's a. I think they're both worthy.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
and we did the poll.
Yeah, we've already done that.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just pointing.
And it was very close.
Yeah, and it should be.
All right, so I want to go back to this the Jack Pyburn deal.
Okay.
And talk about this for a second, and we haven't talked about it yet. And Jack Pyburn is by far the most surprising portal departure for the Gators. Right?
Correct. A try hard. Yeah. Offered a scholarship to his childhood team, the Florida Gators, and kind of worked his way into the rotation, and was a very good player.
Now, Florida Gator reporter from On3, Zach Alboverdi, who's been there a long time and is a good guy.
We've had him on, friend of the program,
and is a reporter. Came out and detailed the list of demands that Pyburn had asked for from the Gators. Guaranteed starting spot, guaranteed to play on third downs, $45,000 per month in NIL money. Pyburn did not come out and refute the report, but he did go to Instagram with his response. I wanted to be the, quote, guaranteed starter when I'm already the starter. Makes sense, SMH. Okay. So maybe it was more about third downs. Regardless, as Gator fans have taken to social media because they're ticked, which happens, you leave us, we don't like you. That's how the game works, right?
Fair.
I mean, it just is. You can if you want, but it is what it is. Well, his dad went to the defend his son, which I got no problem with. We all defend our sons.
I want to say this before it gets going.
Mm-hmm.
I would invite the Pyburn family to put on the blinders and move along. No one is killing Jack Pyburn. It was a story for half a minute. The biggest place it was the stories here in Jacksonville, and I know it has legs and lives on social media where they spend a lot of attention. But in the grand scheme of the ripple effect of Gator Nation, it's yawn, man. It really is.
And I got no problem with a dad defending his son. Here's where I start to have the problem. And this is what he wrote on Twitter. The problem is everyone posting has zero idea about anything going on.
Okay, that's not true. We do have idea. Just because you think things were happened in private, they didn't. And people know what exactly. And I, for example, know exactly what happened in that meeting.
Correct. And the last thing Jack needs is money, and has never been about money or guarantees. We know he doesn't need money.
Well, if it's not about guarantees, I guarantee you this: he's going to wish he'd gone to Florida.
It's 100% about money and guarantees.
I will say this. Here's where that's a misleading statement.
Mm-hmm.
It is about the money, not about because you need the money. The ego of the money.
Right.
So really, if he would end that sentence with an accurate depiction, and by the way, these are all human qualities that we all have.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have finished, it's not about, what'd you say, guarantees or money. Mm-hmm. It's about ego.
Yeah.
Because that's the ultimate end. It's about the ego of this guy gets this and I don't.
But then he said something that really annoyed me.
Oh.
And
most
of it's already annoyed me. Do any of you find it odd that Mike Peterson can't keep anyone in his room?
So now we're throwing Gator greats who won national titles and played in the league. We're throwing them under the bus because our panties are in a wad.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's
I
not
don't
good
like
either.
that
That
at
bothers
all.
me too.
Peterson's a former first-team All-American. He's a national champion. He's been the edge coach for 3 years in that time. Florida has seen talented rushers transfer. Prince Lee, Antoine Powell-Ryland Jr., Kelby Collins, and T.J. Searcy. They weren't exactly all-world. Maybe they will be. They've also seen a lot of successes. Players like George Gums, Tyreek Sapp had great years in 2024. Peterson's Twitter is filled with love for his players, including Pyburn. Bill would later say he wasn't going at Peterson, but instead the false. Well, you were.
Well, you can't
You're
say it. It's right there
saying
in writing.
It's what you
So,
did.
yes, you did.
But instead the false claims that have spread, warning fans of the clickbait out there. He would soon after argue the difference between discussing and demanding. Okay. So now you're going to play the little rhetoric game.
No, here's what we're going to do. We're going to discuss this, but after this discussion, if you don't do what I said, I'm leaving. That's a demand.
Yes.
So
Right.
it's a demand. And again, I'm not emotionally involved. I don't care.
Yeah.
You listen, if Dan can comment on Travis Hudson or Hunter's girlfriend, fiance, then I can comment on life in this standpoint.
Yeah.
And having been around this market and town and Gator Nation for all these years, you sacrifice a lifetime. And you can say you didn't, and you can bitterly prove the world wrong for the rest of your life, but your quality of life, you're tied to your natural program that you've loved since a kid, you blew it all for nothing.
And
stupid.
And nobody from the coaching side felt the need to go on social media or anything or take shots at you or your family.
That's weak.
Nobody. In fact, the head coach spoke glowingly of your son. And so I'm just disappointed in the way that it's been played out a little bit. And I don't like when you start bringing in other people and start criticizing them when you're the one who started all this and did all this. And again, I have no problem with you going in and asking for money. You should. Everybody else is. I have no problem with you going in and asking for playing time. But if you're going to, quote, discuss, demand, whatever, and you leave, like Jeff said, then it was a demand. So you want to play the rhetoric game, play the rhetoric game. But it's just.
They could have, listen, at the end of the day, you're. This isn't about anything other than what ultimately your legacy. And Jack Piper could have had an awesome legacy as a Gator.
Oh, man.
From the time he was a little boy going to the swamp to the success story of building. Did team ever come into play anymore ever?
Right.
Is it ever about the team? Is it ever being a part of a team? And if that means you're in a rotation at defensive end or wide receiver, it is what it is. Is every kid, every prospect athlete that ever comes along from this point forward, are they all going to have the mindset, if you don't play me, I'm leaving, you suck? I'm not doing anything to help anyone else. I don't want to do anything that will make the team better. I want my time.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my playing time.
Yeah.
Give it to me or I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Bunch of damn babies, 22-year-old alpha men babies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Charlton K. Gainey is on the phone. Let's go on the Wiggle Wiggle hotline and catch up with him real quick before we go to break. Charlton, I need your Vols to stay within 7.5 points.
Well, good morning, Dan and Jeff. Yes, I think we can. There's several things, from a playoff standpoint. Super excited the Vols are in. Wish I could go to Columbus. Sad that Tennessee didn't get a home game. The whole ticket situation now and the prices and all this talk. I mean, if you can't sell tickets at Penn State, I don't know. But to your point, Jeff, I wanted to just kind of comment on what you're talking about. I think the biggest thing nowadays, and this is not directed at anybody or anything, it's about you got too much parent involvement, too much with the money thing, saying I need playing time, saying I need to get this amount of money. Fans aren't going to continue to support this stuff.
Right.
I mean, it's getting to the point where and it started. You see it in high school now, where I need to, if I'm playing basketball, I need to be shooting the ball. I need this. I need to go to this place. I'm going to where I can get the most money. You're ruining high school sports from the standpoint of nobody wants to play at the high school that they should be going to in their area. They want to go to a private school. They want to go to some place that they would give them money.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I'm going to tell you right now, I will be headed to DKR with 5.0. She bought some tickets yesterday.
Okay.
So, and I wanted to go to Columbus, but I will be in DKR tomorrow.
You going to have your cowboy hat on?
No, I'm going to have like a sock hat on because it's going to be about 45 or 50 degrees. I'm going to be sitting in the shade, but excited for Tennessee. I'm waiting either to go to the Rose Bowl or Jerry's World. I'm hoping it's Jerry's World. Hope we get to the second round. Who knows with these playoff games? Who knows what the atmosphere is going to be like? Should be exciting tomorrow night. Super Jack for the Vols. I want to go in there. I was there in '95 in the Citrus Bowl when that was probably the two best teams I've ever seen play in a college football game outside of the Florida-Tennessee rivalry.
Make sure you tune in. So you want great football, make sure you tune in at 3:30 today for the Gasparilla Bowl. Get them out of here!
Pirate. Boy. Arg is what we'll be saying today.
We'll take a break. We'll make the turn
this is Ohio State, Tennessee. Let's be honest what this is in addition to a path. This is a big-time precedent kind of game. I mean, this argument about this team, this league versus that one is just going to increase.
All right.
It's just going to increase. So if there are some more than just a conference bragging right. At some point, you're going to start setting a record of how you've done in these games, and it's going to start playing into the selection process, I would imagine. It's GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bold City AC. We got the crew. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's how you'll be treated when you visit the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. You know me, I got my boy Blue, my blue Silverado. If you want a truck like me, but if you want a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got them all. If you don't make it over to Atlantic, don't worry about it. MooreChevy.com, easy to navigate as any site you'll try. First off, it lists all your vehicles, all the sales stuff, the service, the parts. It's never been more easy to use. It's George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law. Getting you ready for the game. Pre-game Friday. Built by Dreamfinders Homes on 1010XL.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On December 20th, 1981, NHL left wing Doug Smale sets NHL record, scoring in the first 4 seconds of the game for the fastest goal from an opening faceoff in history.
While other books make promises, MyBookie delivers. E.T. here at MyBookie. And this holiday season, they're stacking the deck in your favor with 12 days of Christmas now through the 31st. A festive lineup of can't-miss opportunities for bettors to cash in. Risk-free Thursdays, super boosts, and free bets. Weekly casino giveaways with hundreds of winners and thousands of cash prizes. All it takes is a 50-cent spin on slots to enter. With the road to New Orleans, bowl games galore, and a Christmas Day Sports Fest featuring NFL action and an NBA doubleheader, this is your season to win. The 12 Days of Christmas event is live right now. Lock in today. Use my promo code 1010XL with your first deposit, and MyBookie will give you a little extra to start your holiday hot. MyBookie is offering a 50% deposit bonus for 1010XL listeners. Just sign up and use my promo code 1010XL. There's a reason MyBookie has been the go-to for serious bettors for 10 years. Whether it's UFC, NFL, college ball, or the casino, you can bet and win with confidence. Make your holiday season a jolly one with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, man. You know Dr. Metz, Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Fader. The staff out there is second to none. Do such a great job. I went out there last week, always treated well. Appreciate them very much, man. They just want to remind you, not me. They want to remind you, take care of that skin, man. Protect that skin in the sun. You know, I got to play golf yesterday, had that hat on, had that long sleeve dry fit on, man. It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful day, but the sun was out, right? And so even in the wintertime, man, you can burn in the sunshine state. And if something pops up on your skin, then go get it checked out at Beaches Dermatology, okay? You can make an appointment online at beachesdermatology.com. That's beachesdermatology.com. Many locations to serve you. You'll be glad you did. Use my friends at Beaches Dermatology.
Bold City Brewery invites you to celebrate Dubs and Duval all season long with a cold pint. Enjoy all their beer, seltzer, ciders by logging on to boldcitybrewery.com. Head to the production house on Roselle Street in Riverside or Bold City downtown and be bold.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision, and equal opportunity employer.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
According to Jaguars offensive coordinator Press Taylor, Brian Thomas Jr. is excelling in areas perhaps the Jaguars didn't expect in his rookie season.
He's been a better ball carrier than we expected coming in. So getting the ball in his hand on some screens and bubbles and things like that has been beneficial. Handing him the ball, that's all stuff that's been beneficial. And a lot of it you just didn't see in college. I mean, I remember asking him when he first got here, what's something you did at LSU that we haven't shown to have yet in the playbook? He kind of just said, well, I just ran switch all go, or I ran 4 verticals. Malik did everything underneath. You're kind of uncovering a lot of things that you maybe didn't know just because he wasn't exposed to it.
Press Taylor on Brian Thomas Jr. with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update. I'm Andrew Gibson.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
Oh, we got to cool down, man. We got a great weekend coming up, man. Oh, man, do we got some ball to watch. Plenty of ball to watch. So that'll be fun, and it starts today. Starts this afternoon, so hopefully Jacksonville doesn't work past noon on Fridays anyway.
Fry means half here in Jacksonville, so half day.
Yeah, half day.
I'm cooling down on a storyline, a topic that we're not going to talk about much, until we get to February when football is gone and past. But it's time for me to throw out one of my crazy future glimpses into the future predictions. And I think last night was just another bubble. This dude, league's in for a reckoning when this Wembanyama cat's about 24, 25 years old and has been in the league 6 years. This guy's 20 years old. He's 7'4", and he plays the game like nobody in the history of the game has ever played it. And I wonder what this guy's going to look like when he's a grown man. It's unbelievable. 42 last night. He's had 3 40-point games as a Spur already. That's already, top 10 in franchise history. He's going to be the best player in the league. And because here's what's happening sooner rather than later. Within the next 5 years, LeBron gone, Durant gone, Curry gone. This is the next wave, and he will be the face of the league and the next guy to win MVPs and multiple championships. Pulling down on that.
Okay.
Basketball prediction.
All right.
What do we got today? We got advice, or what are we doing?
We doing some advice?
Let's do some advice.
Oh, okay.
Got some advice music?
Sure.
We got Dear Drill. We got all kinds of letters.
They're coming in from everywhere. Listen, if you're writing into us for our advice, you just quite simply got to take it. I mean, you're at wit's end. We've had some pushback from a couple people that were ruining their lives. It's maybe a little harsh, but I mean,
if you're asking, we're telling.
If you're in a situation where you're writing a radio station with some of these issues, then, maybe that's your first sign.
This is an odd one I got right off the rip. Dear Drill, I recently won a Heisman Trophy. Now I'm engaged to some hoochie mama.
Yeah, that's not true. That's absolutely inaccurate. You made that one up.
I made that up. Dear Drill, when my son got married in 2003, we had many good times with him and his wife.
Okay.
Things have changed now that we have cell phones. It's nearly impossible to have a relationship with her because when they come to our home, she's always on her phone. My son talks to his dad, and I'm left sitting there wondering what I should do. Should I say something to my daughter-in-law about this? She immediately gets on the phone when she arrives and stays on it most of the time. It hurts my feelings that she comes all the way to my house only to socialize with her Facebook friends and not us because we rarely see them. Should I speak up? I don't want to start trouble. I don't want to isolate them. I love them, but I think it's rude that she's on her phone.
This is fair. This is actually...
What do I do?
It starts with kind of a Karen vibe, but that's not Karen. Really, this is maybe there's a generation gap here. I would suggest going through your son. That is rude. It's one thing if you're in a situation where you see your close family all the time, you're always sitting around the living room together, then to be on the phone is natural, right? Like my kids are at my house and they're on the phone, I could care less.
Yeah.
But if it's a situation where you're visiting, you don't see each other often, and you like that connection time, that's the big disconnect, though, is our generation connected in person, and today's generation connects technologically. E, what you got? Anything different?
Slap that phone out that kid's hand, man.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Man, these are old. These are grown-ups
old
now.
school.
These
We
aren't
don't put up with
kids.
that.
Not a 6-year-old. This is a grown woman.
Go find that backbone from underneath your bed and do something about it.
She was
Find that backbone.
She's kind of sweet. You're turning into a mean lady. Throwing down. The next time she walks in, you slap her in her face.
Dear Drill, my fiance and I have been together for years.
Okay, that's a problem.
Yeah. I've never really liked his mother.
Uh-oh.
For the club.
For valid reasons. She belittles and is disrespectful to her son.
Okay.
The last straw came 2 months ago, and when she made a derogatory comment about him to me, he wasn't there. It was false. I called her out on it.
Okay.
She had no rebuttal.
All right.
She's negative even in her personal life and often lies.
Okay. What's the problem?
I talked to my fiance about this. He does address the issues with her, but not in a way that makes her understand she must either respect him or risk no longer having a relationship with him. She uses others. She's two-faced. She rarely bathes.
Hey, mama.
I'm considering breaking off our engagement at this point. I'm tired of this woman's lack of respect. Should I walk away?
Listen, this is one of you got some good points, and then you go off tangent here. This is what I would say to the young lady. I mean, first you gotta. I know this is hard for today's generation, but just take half a minute and ponder the world outside of your own point of view. Like she has some there. First of all, are you living with this woman? Right? You don't have to see her. How about just be a little bit, it's your husband. If your husband, by the way, gets beat up by his mama, that's on him. He's a grown man. You don't need to step in and criticize her for what their relationship is. You're not marrying the unbathed woman. So look, just do this. Stay away, put on a nice face, and stop getting into your, everyone needs to stop expecting their life to be completely comfortable from sunrise to sundown every day.
Jeff said it, man. Listen, like that. At the end of the day, that's mama. Yeah, mama. Although she's rude, disrespectful,
she smells.
She stink and she don't bathe. Just stay away, because that's mama. Mama ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
homegirl. So just stay away.
Looks to me like she's been engaged a long time. Looks like she's looking for excuses to get out.
And by the way, if you are engaged for a long time and you're seeing all this stuff with who knows, right? It's kind of a dysfunction. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because my relationship with my parents is good and my relationship with my kids is good. I don't understand, like, parents and sons and fathers and daughters that don't fix it.
We got one more. Got to get a little saucy here. Dear Drill, I was with my ex-fiance for 13 years.
Jeez, there's another one.
Ex-fiance.
Yeah, you can't have these. Listen, if you're engaged longer than 2 years, you're not engaged. You're just seeing each other.
Not long after he broke up with me, I found myself going to meet him at a hotel.
Okay.
We've been seeing each other regularly, once a week at least. We go out and enjoy our time together like we were dating.
It's like a booty call is what we call that. Yeah.
She doesn't get this. The frustrating thing is he doesn't want to let me know where he lives.
Okay.
He says it's a comfort thing for him to have just his space.
Okay.
It's been a year and a half since our breakup. Anytime I ask about the situation.
All right, I know what, listen, honey.
He says he doesn't know what he wants.
I can go ahead and answer. Your boy's got a girlfriend, hon. Your boy's living with a girl. He's got a wife or a girlfriend who he lives with, which is why he won't tell you where he lives. So this is a note to anybody out there, whether it's in a relationship, like a dating relationship, or just a friend. If anyone, quote unquote, close to you won't tell you where they live, there's a problem.
Oh boy,
like that's a problem. I'm not saying you have to tell me where you live, but if they specifically won't, then you're the third wheel, hon. And he just it's just the old friends with benefits thing.
First things first. What level of hotel are y'all meeting at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, because that matters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Are y'all going to Red Roof Inn or y'all going to the Omni?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Second of all, baby girl, either we gonna do this or we not. Because clearly you about that life. So just play the part or don't. You don't need to go to Buddy House. Ain't nothing over there for you. Go get your hotel room key and meet me there at 7 o'clock. Stop playing.
All right, listen,
dear
you're not
Drill,
boyfriend.
It's a home run again.
She already accepted the role that she's playing
Absolutely.
here, whether she knows it or not. Maybe she's so naive that she doesn't know it, but this guy's taking it like, okay, that's the best of both worlds, man. To get that milk, ain't buying that cow. Yeah. And his real wife or husband or whatever it is he's doing on the other side is who he's living with.
Poor little tink.
Time has come for us to say so long. Jaguars today coming up next. Football Friday continues here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Have a great week.
Yeah, everyone have a great week and a Merry Christmas. And enjoy the football this weekend. And it's been a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. I'm on a boat.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
This crowd is electric.
The difference between stepping up and stepping aside can be as simple as being stepped on.
And he is slow to get up.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update on 1010XL.
Jacksonville.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
It's the time of year all our customers love. At Garber Auto Mall, every 2024 must go. Take advantage of thousands in discounts on all new Chevy.